What is going on, Colts Nation? It's Elijah filling in for Cody and Derek this morning as we enter into week 1 of the NFL season. So happy to be here. Hopefully, you guys are watching along or listening along and excited to see the Indianapolis Colts play. We are just 30 short minutes, or I guess 28 short minutes away from game time. So if you're not yet a part of the community, be sure to like and subscribe and smash that notification bell. See, there's already several of you guys, 41 of you guys already in the stream. Super, super excited to finally get to watch the Colts. This is a huge game. This is arguably one of the most impactful off seasons that the Indianapolis Colts have had. It felt like they were doing a lot. It felt like they weren't doing enough. And yet here we are. We have, what's up, Brandon Smith? This is Elijah filling in for Derek and Cody today. They actually got the opportunity to go to the game, and so they reached out last night, and I am super, super excited to get to give you guys the play-by-play and get to be a part of this with you guys. It's going to be super awesome. But yeah, so the big storylines today, Anthony Richardson, obviously. Can he play a full game? Can we do this? What's that going to look like? Then you've got Jonathan Taylor. He's back. He's healthy. And then we're looking at the new guys. We're looking at Adonai Mitchell. We're looking at Leatu Latu. We're looking at some of the unknown guys. But first off, let's talk about the inactives. We'll talk about this again later on in the game. But kind of some surprises today in the inactives list, and we're going to show that right now. As you can see, Tanner Bortolini listed as inactive, Josh Downs, Sam Ehlinger is inactive. This is the big surprise. Dallas Flowers was listed as inactive, and that means that Samuel Womack will get the opportunity. Samuel Womack and Chris Lamons will get the opportunity to be in the game. Not as the starters, obviously, but as both listed as the backup to the nickelback corners behind Kenny Moore. So we're talking about that. The other inactives are Blake Freeland and Matt Gay and Will Mallory. So Matt Gay, another big storyline. That was a game time decision. We weren't sure that he was going to be out officially until today. We found out today. It was kind of hinted at, though, because we were seeing a little bit more evidence of such. Spencer Schrader obviously was listed to the active. Matt Gay, obviously, big news there that he will not be playing today. So hopefully Spencer Schrader is going to be able, obviously he was missed yesterday in the Notre Dame game where they lost to NIU. Crazy. Obviously right now we are waiting. We are 26 minutes away. So what is to get it started conversation wise, what is the big storyline that you're hoping to see today from the Indianapolis Colts? Are you looking to look at the pressure? Are you looking at the secondary? Are you looking at the offense specifically? What parts? Is this a team that you think has a legit shot today against the Houston Texans? I think so. I fundamentally believe this is a team that has everything that they need to be able to get it going. Zombie Flanders, you said you have anxiety whenever AR runs or takes a hit. Me as well. And I think that that's a normal response. That's a logical response, given the things that we've had, the experience that we've had with Anthony Richardson so far. And that's not a discredit to him. Obviously, this is something that has been dealt with for a long time. This is something that backup quarterbacks, or not backup, but rookie quarterbacks, have had experience of getting hurt. Joe Burrow got injured. He got his knee destroyed. They wondered if he would be able to walk again, let alone play football. And yet, Joe Burrow is now one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And so I think that we have to kind of take it with a grain of salt, right? We have to look at this and say, okay, can he be good? Can he be good and consistent? But we also have to manage our expectations of, this is a guy, he might throw some interceptions. He might throw some wild incompletions. This is a guy who is making his 20th career start in high school, college, and the NFL. He has not had a crazy ton of experience in starting an NFL game. So that's something that I think that we as Colts fans need to kind of like manage our expectations. Remember, Peyton Manning, one of the greatest of all time, arguably like top 5 quarterback all time. I would personally say he's number 3 in my opinion. But Peyton Manning threw 27 interceptions. Now, I'm not saying that Anthony Richardson is going to play like Peyton Manning, but I am saying that we have to be willing to understand that there is a possibility that he's going to be a little inconsistent. Now, what we saw from him last year, specifically in that game against the LA Rams, was a guy who was calm, cool, and collected under pressure, who was able to orchestrate a fantastic comeback. And we'll see. So top 3 and not 2 or 3. Heck yeah, dude. That's where I'm at too. I love Peyton Manning. I think he's one of the guys that carried his team to everything. But yeah, so that's the big storyline today is obviously Anthony Richardson. Another one is this is Nick Cross's only his 5th start, and he is getting the start at free safety. And yeah, I mean, it's something that is a little, it's nerve-wracking. Obviously, it's unnerving to be able to have that much pressure with the Texans team that added nothing but playmakers as far as offensively goes. So it's going to be incredibly interesting. We talked about the depth chart already, but something that's really interesting, Spencer Schrader obviously getting the start at kicker over Matt Gay. He looked good in preseason. This is another interesting one. Both of the punt returner and kick returner options that were not named Anthony Gould are out for today's game. So expect to see Anthony Gould in that return role. So that's a big news because he had trouble in the preseason with holding on to the football. And that's something that's going to be tough to manage. So that's one of the big storylines. Obviously, we've got Jalen Jones on the cornerback. We got Juju Brents on the opposite side. And then we've got Kenny Moore, Nick Cross, Julian Blackman, Zaire Franklin, EJ Speed, Tyquan Lewis, Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner, Kwity Paye. Obviously, the second string is going to be listed as Leatu Latu, though I do expect him to get a majority of the plays as far as opposite of Kwity Paye. But we will see. We'll see how they manage that workload. They might not be. We might not be seeing a whole crazy ton. But yeah, definitely interesting to see. That's the defensive side. The offensive side is Braden Smith, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, Quentin Nelson on the left guard, Bernard Raymond on the left tackle, Kylan Granson listed as tight end 1, followed by Mo Alley Cox, Adonai Mitchell listed as wide receiver 2. And then Anthony Gould, Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, Juwan Winfrey is out. So they are running with 4 wide receivers. 5. Ashton Dulin is obviously available. 5 wide receivers today. They are missing both Juwan Winfrey, who's on the IR, and Josh Downs. So Adonai Mitchell, Anthony Gould, Ashton Dulin, Alec Pierce, and Michael Pittman. Expect to see Alec Pierce have a fantastic game today. Reports came from the Colts camp, specifically from Ballard himself, that said that Alec Pierce had a fantastic camp. In his words, had as good of a camp as any wide receiver can have. And so expect to see Alec Pierce have a good game today. From the running back room, we've got Jonathan Taylor, the Beast, Trey Sermon, and Tyler Goodson. Trey Sermon obviously missed a majority of the preseason with that hamstring injury. So we'll be very curious to see if Tyler Goodson gets more of the RB2 snaps or if it goes down to Tyler Goodson, Anthony Richardson, and Joe Flacco. And that wraps up our depth chart coming into the day. Yep, Spencer Schrader is from Indianapolis, and he played at Notre Dame. Obviously, was well missed yesterday. But I think that Schrader's got it. I think that honestly, in my opinion, Matt Gay has a massive price tag on his head, and he's been consistent. But last year he was in the bottom half of the league as far as consistency goes. He was just 61% above, 61% completion kick percentage in kicks over 40, excuse me. And then obviously the average is 69%. So he's 8% under the league average above 40 yards. So that's going to be something that's going to be interesting to monitor when Gay is healthy. Is he going to be this guy that's as consistent as we would like, or is he going to be a little bit rusty or just inconsistent? Because I mean, he's the top 5 highest paid kicker in football, and I think he's still number 3 or number 4 highest paid kicker. So we'll see. Obviously, the big storyline today is going to be this Colts offense and this Colts secondary. I think there's not a lot of questions to be had on the Colts end as far as the defensive backfield or the linebacker room. I mean, EJ Speed and and Zaire Franklin have been dominant. They've been really good. One of the best linebacker rooms in the league. Obviously, Zaire got paid this year. So we'll see. But I mean, it's going to be tough. This is a Houston Texans team that really went all in, that went hard in the paint for weapons. They've got Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and Stephon Diggs. Obviously, the big storyline there. And then not to mention, they have Robert Woods still, which is not a bad option. And then obviously, you look at the running back room. Dameon Pierce was a good running back, and yet they still added Joe Mixon for a 3-year, $27 million contract. So there's a lot of weapons for this Texans offense. Dalton Schultz is still over there. And then, yeah, Brevin Jordan, Cade Stover. I mean, these are guys that are good. Laramie Tunsil is going to be tough to beat. I really, really hope to see I want to see Leatu Latu versus Laramie Tunsil. That's going to be one that I think is going to be very, very interesting to watch. Yeah, I mean, let's not forget the Texans still have a really good defense. They have Derek Stingley, Jimmy Ward, Kamari Lassiter, Jeff Okuda is on that team now, which I actually forgot about him. I kind of forgot about him in general. He was on the obviously a big part of that Lions team that really just didn't ever get healthy or come to fruition. And then you see that. So and then he went to Atlanta, and then now he's in Houston. So we'll see if he's actually good. But that's what I'm saying, CeeLo. To be able to watch Leatu Latu absolutely obliterate Laramie Tunsil, one of the highest paid offensive linemen in football, is going to be really fun to watch. I really hope Latu gets to play a lot of downs. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So what other guys are you guys excited to watch as we get going? We are 17 minutes away from game time, so still a while, but good to come in and hang out. Laramie will be slow. He's old, probably can't keep up with L2. I like that. L2. That's the first time I've seen that as a nickname for Leatu Latu. I like that a lot. Yeah, what guys are you looking at specifically? Who do you think is going to have a breakout game? Laramie's 29 years old. Yeah, not that old. RPO. The Colts ran it in the top 10 in the league as far as top 10 in the league as far as RPOs go, and that was with Gardner Minshew, and they had the highest percentage of completion percentage on RPOs, or I think they rate it as play effectiveness or success rate on an RPO, and they were 68%. So they were in the top. They were top in the league in effectiveness, and they were top 5 in the league in running it. So we'll see. IR5 isn't the good. Get out of here. What are you talking about? Texans aren't going to win by 7. Get out of here. 17. Sorry. Colts win 30 and Texans 17. I like that a lot more. AR RPO versus Alshire. Yep, I agree. It's definitely going to be interesting. The Colts game next week got substantially easier. We cannot talk about that enough. Jordan Love honestly did not look his best in Friday night's game against the Eagles in Brazil. But then you add on to the fact that he has an now MCL sprain. Honestly, that's probably the best case scenario for the Packers. It definitely looked like it was going to be much, much worse. The initial reports were like definitely an ACL. There's no way it's not an ACL. So for him to come back and say it's an MCL sprain, it's definitely better for the Colts. Malik Willis, obviously is not going to be the guy in Green Bay. So that game got substantially easier. But honestly, even with Jordan Love, it looked like a potentially winnable game on a team that the Colts were expected to get kind of like blown out by the Packers. I mean, this is a Packers team that is being projected to be opposite the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And so you're talking about this. And yeah, that game for the Colts got a lot easier, but nothing has gotten easier as far as who they're going against today. This is a Texans team that is being projected to do a lot and be really, really good. And so it's very interesting. I think the Colts are easily the best or the second best team in the division. The only problem is that everyone else in the division spent an insane amount of money on their players. They spent an insane amount of money on bringing in new old guys, I might add. They didn't bring in new young guys by any means. So So yeah, it's definitely rough, hard to see. But I do think that the Colts have a better roster, have a more consistent roster than that of like homegrown guys. I don't know that there's a the Texans are probably the only team that I would say rivals in homegrown talent. Because I mean, this Colts team, a majority of their guys, they've not gotten from anywhere else, or at least not stars. DeForest Buckner is the only one that I can remember, at least, that was a star before he got to Indianapolis. Everyone else is a homegrown talent. I mean, Kenny Moore was picked up off of undrafted waivers. So just clicked on who is this? What's going on? It's Elijah. I'm filling in for Cody and Derek today. New guy doing Will Tactful. Um, yeah, so we're talking today. We're doing play-by-play of the game. We're going to be doing that here in 13 minutes as we get closer to kickoff. But yeah, we're hanging out here. Cody and Derek are out today, which means I am filling in. So you guys are stuck with me for the day, but I'm excited to be here, excited to get to do this. Hoping to see Pittman going deep. Let our tight end mail those short plays. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that Pittman, I mean, it's going to be rough because Pierce and Downs are going to be your guys that are ideally going to be running deep more to draw a lot of attention away. And so we'll see if Pittman does be the guy that's going to run deep. I expect to see him more mid. I expect to see him do more 15 yards or less. Yeah, I hate the Texans too. Thank you so much, Alexander Tom. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I expect to see Pittman do more of that 15 to 20 yards at most. But Pittman's good at yard after catch. He does fantastic at that. Do I think Stingley shadows Pitt? That's a good question. I would honestly say probably based on who their guys are, it will probably be Stingley that's going to be on Pittman most, which is good for Adonai Mitchell. Stingley still has yet to fully grow into his own. I mean, this is a guy that I think was projected to be this massive talent coming out of LSU, I believe, a couple years ago, and then obviously got hurt, and then just really hasn't quite been the same. Hasn't been the guy, but it's so tough for defensive backs. You just never know what you're going to get because it's such a different thing, a different beast in the NFL versus college. And so a lot of times you see guys who might not even bud into their own as defensive backs until year 3, year 4. So Stingley could have a really good, but yeah, no, if they're starting a rookie quarterback like Nathan Barnhart says, attack them. Go hard, especially with Adonai Mitchell. I think that somebody said a few minutes ago, talking about the preseason game with Anthony Richardson. I watched that preseason game in detail, watched every single play. I will confidently tell you that I think Anthony Richardson was trying some stuff out. He did not look like a guy who was rattled or a guy who was frustrated. I legit feel and maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. But it looked like a guy who was like, "Oh, I wonder what this does. I wonder what this looks like." And so it felt like a guy who was trying that out. Obviously, there was some miscommunication. The big miscommunication as far as between him and Adonai Mitchell. Adonai Mitchell cut down. Anthony Richardson threw over as if he was going to continue out. But pick Kenny Moore with a pick. That'd be awesome. Love to see that. Hunter is awful against the run. So just pound with JT. Love it. I think if you can make this a run-first football team while Anthony Richardson gets his chance to develop, that's what you want. Anthony Richardson only played a couple of snaps with Jonathan Taylor last year. And so I think that, yes, I will be doing live game coverage, by the way. So we'll be doing play-by-play. I've got the game on here. We can't show the game because of copyright. 10 minutes to go until kickoff, so I'm super excited. But yeah, I mean, I think that Anthony Richardson was just trying some stuff out. It looked really good. But I want this team to be a run-first football team again. The mantra that was the Colts for a couple of years was run the damn ball. I'm there. Let's run the ball. And I think that it's going to be really cool to see. And I'm excited. Excited for this football team. I think this is a team that has the aura that the Colts haven't had in a long time. Because even with Andrew Luck was great, but I don't feel like the Colts had that aura in a long time. But this is a guy, Anthony Richardson is a culture guy. And then you're talking about Michael Pittman, first year on the being able to be the first year being a captain. I think that says a lot about what Michael Pittman was able to do this offseason. What he was able to do as far as this team goes, he hosted a free offseason workout to all the players at his place in California, which I think is awesome. And there was a ton of guys that showed up to that. There were a ton of guys hoping to make the roster and just guys that wanted to build chemistry. And I think that I think that this is a team that's going to be really, really good, and the culture is good. Shane Steichen, I can confidently say this. Shane Steichen is my favorite coach that we've had on this team since Dungy. I think that, and Dungy wasn't an aura guy. Dungy was a get it done, do it practically. He was a very he was kind of like, whatever about it. But he was a good coach. But I think that Shane Steichen is a fun guy to watch. I mean, there's only 2 times that it's been noticed that he's actually yelled at his players. And one was the Nick Cross tackle on Josh Downs when they were supposed to not be full contact. They went full contact. He went full contact. Obviously, injury resulted, and we don't have Josh Downs today. I don't fault Nick Cross at that. Again, this is a guy who has 5 career starts. But again, this is a guy who doesn't yell at his players, but looks at it as I'm coming alongside you. And I think that's really, really cool. The broadcast has officially begun. It has switched to the Colts game. So we are going to, as it gets closer to time, is showing the outside of Lucas Oil Stadium. The roof is open. The glass is open. It is going to be a fantastic game. They're showing, obviously, all the stuff from the tailgating. And yeah, this is the stadium's packed, man. This is great to see. I freaking love it. Hope Colts 40, Texans 0. Love to see it. Lock it in now. I will be a very, very happy man. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think this is it's going to take some time to develop. I think that I would love to see our defense get a score. I would love to see Stroud really struggle in his sophomore season. That would be fantastic because he looked way too good. What has to go wrong for each team to lose today? Good question. I think for the Texans, I think chemistry. Stephon Diggs can either be a really, really good, helpful asset, or he can kind of come off as a guy who's kind of a ball hawk. And I think that can be a little hard. So I think that for the Texans, they've got so many new playmakers. They've got so many new players on this team that if they're not able to get the chemistry down, that could end up being a really big deal because they're talking about playmakers who are replacing or taking the place of their current starters. And so I think that for the Texans would be, and then for the Colts, I think if AR kind of struggles with consistency, I think it's going to be over. So get out. What are you guys doing in here? So I think the Colts, I think Anthony Richardson, it's going to rely a lot on him. But even more than that, I think the Colts secondary. For the Colts secondary, if they're not able to lock it in and do as good as we know they can do, or they are as bad as we have seen them potentially be, I think that's going to be tough. So what's up, Brandon? We will see you. Texans do suck. Yeah, it has been a while. King Vibes, how you doing? This is Elijah, by the way. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am filling in for Cody and Derek today, who are out. They are actually able to attend the game in person, and so they called and asked if I would be able to help. And I obviously said yes, because this would be fantastic. So, and Jonathan Taylor since 2021 has 693 attempts and 3,413 yards. That is the second most among any running back in the time that he has played. That's fantastic. This is the most career rushing yards per game versus a single opponent. And then Jonathan Taylor has the most with 135 yards per game. Next is Walter Payton at 132 and Eric Dickerson at 128 yards per game against Tampa Bay. So this is Jonathan Taylor has completely obliterated the Texans with an average rushing yard of 135. That's fantastic. If he can get 135 today or even more, I think we're going to be very, very excited. I think we're going to see Anthony Gould more than you think. We reported on this a few minutes ago, but the Colts depth chart showed that there was 3 returners on the depth chart. Anthony Gould being the primary punt returner, and then Josh Downs and Dallas Flowers on both punt and kick returner. And both Dallas Flowers and Josh Downs are out. They are inactive today. Josh Downs obviously getting hurt. So I think Anthony Gould could make quite a bit of appearance. And The Colts are only running 5 total wide receivers today. And so I think that we're definitely going to see Gould on the offense as well, which does make me a little nervous, only because Gould struggled with holding on to the football in the preseason. And so I think that that's going to be something that hopefully he kind of gets a better handle on, especially in the slot where you're going to take more direct impacts. Jarek Hembry says, I'm nervous about the tight end room. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous as well. I think Drew Ogletree is going to have a breakout season. He's been good when he's healthy, and I think that he is going to be great. Thank you, War-Torn Yoshi. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think that this tight end room is very unproven. Kylan Granson had his first touchdown in year 3 last year. And so I think that this is going to be really tough. I think it's going to be tough. So Jordan Lealu is on the Raiders now, and they accidentally just used his picture for Leatu Latu on one of the broadcasts reported by Destin Adams, which I think is kind of funny. But I appreciate that, War-Torn Yoshi. Cody and Derek do fantastic. They are 2 of the staples of the Colts YouTube media site, and so they do a fantastic job. But I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely fun being here. I'm super excited. I mean, we're talking 3 minutes. How much do you expect AR to run today? I don't know. That's a great question, because it's either going to be he's going to play exactly like he always has. This is a better offensive line than he played with last year. There's a better offensive line, so I don't think he's going to be scrambling as much, but there is a good chance that he's going to run. This is something he said, I'm not changing my play style. I'm not going to be doing anything different. I'm going to continue playing like I always have been. And so I think that he's going to play the way he wants to play, but I think that he's going to slide more. I think he's going to get out of bounds more. I think that I would expect, if I were to put a number on it, I would expect 10 carries. I think that's a pretty okay number, and that's mixing in scrambles and designed run plays. And so we'll see, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of what I'm thinking is about 10. Yeah, it's tough. So we will see. The broadcast is officially underway. It's 12:59. We are 1 minute away from the NFL season. The kickoff should be here in just mere moments. This is like the Colts Super Bowl, right? This is I don't know why these Texans fans are in here, but ridiculous. This is probably the most excited I've been for a Colts game in a long, long time, because I just feel like there's so much potential for this Indianapolis team. This game came down to, with a backup quarterback and a backup running back, a 4th string running back. This came down to a mere fingertip catch against the Texans, and I think this is going to be fantastic. I'm so excited to see this. I'm trying to tamper my expectations and not expect them to just absolutely blow the whole thing up. It's okay if they go 3 and out. But I think there's a lot of expectations for this Colts team and what they're going to be able to do. So we'll see. Yeah, this is a crazy good Colts team. Send in your predictions. Now, we'll go over the inactives again today for those of you who are just turning in right before the broadcast. Tanner Bortolini, Josh Downs, Sam Ellinger, Dallas Flowers, which was a surprise, Blake Freeland, Matt Gay, and Will Mallory. Those are our inactives for today. Who are we keeping a close eye on today? Is it going to be the rookies? Is it going to be Leatu Latu, Adonai Mitchell? Are you going to look more at guys like Nick Cross and Julian Blackmon, who are going to be kind of, again, a little bit more unproven? Blackman's obviously great. Spencer Schrader, game-winning field goal. Let's freaking go. Yeah, I don't know what the Texans fans are on here bragging about. They also didn't go very far in the playoffs and had a healthy quarterback all year. And how many rings does the rest of the AFC South have? The Colts have more division titles in a division that's not even theirs anymore than the New York Jets. This is a historic franchise. A historic franchise that I think has the history of success. The top 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks all time are Indianapolis Colts. How many belong to any of the rest of the AFC South? Not very many. So I wouldn't be bragging too much. until the Texans win a ring, and then they can come in here, specifically on Bring the Juice. Don't come over to my channel. Hey, what's up, Indiana Sports Connection? Just chatted with you on my channel. Yeah, filling in today for Cody and Derek as they are at the game today. And so we are at 101. So the kickoff should be here any second. Broadcast just switched over. So we are. It's a new day. Stop talking about old stuff. A new day when you have success and you win more than 13 games in a season, or win more than, what did you win? 10 last year? You win more than 10 games, then you could talk about it being a new day. Johnny Unitas and Peyton Manning, those are the two quarterbacks I was referencing, being two of the top 5 quarterbacks all time. Yeah, Case Keenum on the IR. So the Texans did lose a backup. Lost to a backup. They did almost lose to a backup last year. Technically, they did lose to a backup because Gardner Minshew did finish that game for Anthony Richardson last year because of the concussion. So they did lose to a backup already. Almost lost to him again. This is Gardner Minshew. Return percentage, 21% of the new kickoff returns. So what do you guys think of this new kickoff? Is it going to work? Is it going to be anything better? We'll see. I think this is going to be very interesting. The Colts are getting the ball first for the it looks like Anthony Gould is going to be the lone return man in the backfield. Oh, no. They have 2. So it's Anthony Gould. I can't tell who the other one is, but we are just seconds away. Personally hate the new kickoff. I'm not a fan of it yet, but it has led to it's more fun to watch. As far as the return goes, Anthony Richardson getting the crowd hyped up right now on the sidelines. They are ready to go. Looks like the nerves are just there. Tyler Goodson does have his helmet on, so expect to see him potentially be the RB2 over Trey Sermon today. We are getting ready to go. Cami Fairbairn is looking to get ready on the kickoff, just mere seconds away. Colts do get the ball first. They won the toss and elected to receive. Thank you, Nathan Barnhart, for that. Let's get ready to go. All right, kick is off. Looks like it will be returned. Oh, penalty. All right. Gould got it to the 26-yard line. So that was a 27-yard return by Anthony Gould, which looks fantastic. Obviously a successful, first return. That was one of the first plays that we've seen of a team just actually return the ball. So we will see. Show the scoreboard. Thank you. This is a new thing for me, so I appreciate that. Here is the scoreboard. It is Texans 0, Colts 0 in the first quarter. I will try and remember to keep that updated as we go. Colts have the football first. This new scorebug by CBS is not my favorite. It looks kind of jumbled. Adonai Mitchell goes in motion. It is a handoff to Jonathan Taylor on an outside zone counter, and he gets 6 yards on the left side behind Quentin Nelson. Looked like a good play. They put Adonai Mitchell already in motion. Expect to see that quite a bit. So we will see. Nope, no penalty. I was wrong. They do a whistle blow when the ball's being returned now, so it definitely seemed as though it was a penalty. So we will see. Anthony Richardson. This is the first time a quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts has had a back-to-back start since Andrew Luck in 2015-2016. Here we go. All right, and a throw to Pittman down at the 45-yard line. Great play. Down about 15 yards from where they were. So at the 45-yard line, he got a couple extra yards on the run after catch. It looked like he was doing a quick stop there at the 45 and in between 4 Texans defenders. Not the best ball placement, but looked really, really good. So here we go. Anthony Gould is in motion. Jonathan Taylor gets an outside run and loses 4 yards down at the 41-yard line. Looked like the Will Anderson was this lone tackler on that one. So we will see if Will Anderson continues to have a dominant day. It looked like they were just kind of, again, just a little bit of miscommunication there. It didn't look like the Colts were fully good. Adonai Mitchell comes back in the game. Anthony Gould subs out. So it looks like they're, again, doing that same sort of thing where they're subbing out Adonai Mitchell and Anthony Gould in that slot wide receiver spot. You've got Pittman on the outside. Here we go. wide receiver screen to Pittman. He gets 6 on the play up to the 50. They are calling for a penalty, but they will not get it. So that last play, I said it was a loss of 4. His forward motion stopped at -2, so it was 2nd and 12, and now it will be 3rd down and short. I think they're going to rule it 3rd and 6. So 3rd and mid. So 2 plays now, 2 passes already, both going to Michael Pittman. Expect to see that a lot. This is his like, his guy, his consistency. And expect to see, especially if Lassiter is on Pittman, expect to see them bully that. All right. The run to Taylor up the middle. It looks like he's going to be just short. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Another counter run. So that was very interesting. A very interesting play call by the Indianapolis Colts to run it with Jonathan Taylor at midfield instead of try and go for the pass. It looks like Shane Steichen is going to potentially go for it on 4th and 1. It is 4th and 1. Anthony Richardson with the ball is in shotgun motion. Here we go. What is this play going to be? What does it look like? Anthony Richardson takes the snap, throws it out, and overthrows Adonai Mitchell. It looks like another miscommunication between those two. So it is going to be Texans football at midfield, and obviously a risky play by Shane Steichen to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 1. It looked like that was intentionally designed to be a 15-yard out, and instead was it just didn't look right. But it's not that bad. Honestly, there was a lot to be excited for in that first drive. And so I think that it's very interesting. It's all right. He was kind of open. He would have been open if he had run. It looked like he was supposed to run a 15-yard out, and he ran a 5 or 10-yard out. So it was just overthrown. And it also could have been, I thought he was going to run that too. I think that we're seeing a little bit more of a mature Anthony Richardson. I think the Anthony Richardson of old would have run that. But the pass was high. It looked like, again, that there was a potential miscommunication on those. The throw was supposed to come before the break. And so it's a good chance that Richardson was expecting a little bit deeper. No miscommunication. Tony Richardson just had a big overthrown ball again. Thank you for that report. Appreciate that. You seem like a very positive person. I've found that anyone who calls Anthony Richardson Tony Richardson typically doesn't like Anthony Richardson. Go to a Texans podcast. I don't think the Texans have as good of podcasts as us Colts fans have. Again, this is Elijah filling in for Cody and Derek over here at Bring the Juice. I'm normally over at my channel, Sports Talk Indie, but they called and asked if I could fill in today, and so I'm super excited to be here. He was throwing at Adonai Mitchell. It did look like it was potentially an overthrow, or it was potentially just kind of a miscommunication as far as the route goes. It looked like it was maybe supposed to be a 10-yard out. Just seemed like AR and his wide receivers are not on the same page. A tale as old as time. I think that you're talking about guys who haven't been there for a long time. I think that when you're talking about this team, you're talking about this Colts team, they haven't had the same time. You don't normally think. You've heard William called Bill or Robert called Bob. What the heck were they doing? It looked like they were like when you run on 3rd and 6, it looks like they were really trying. Like they were like, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. So we'll see. 1 yard in QB is 254 pounds. Run the ball again. Agreed. Indiana Sports Connection. I think that, and you see right now, Jim Bob Cooter is coaching Anthony Richardson on the sideline. So here we go. First play by the Texans, and it is a wild incompletion. Great coverage there by Juju Brents on the outside. It is not even close on Tank Dell. CJ Stroud did not look good. It looked like a way worse pass than Anthony Richardson had. There you go, Dre. You can have that one. Terrible play. Juju Brents had a fantastic coverage there. Expect to see him be good. Juju Brents is going to be awesome. Obviously, have his rookie card right here for all the world to see. It is now single back coverage. Guy in motion. Give the ball to Mixon, and he is stuffed for 1 yard. This Colts defense came to play, guys. Colts defense. Let's go. 3rd down and 8 on the play. Mixon got blown up. Who was that? DeForest Buckner shedding a quick tackle. Shedding a guard there and immediately just wrapping up Mixon and pulling him down on 3rd and 8. This is a fantastic defense that we've been talking about for a long time. Let's see what this play call is going to be on 3rd and 8 and if it's going to be anything close. All right, man in motion again. This Colts stadium is loud already. Kenny Moore is out there. Plenty of pressure, and a flag is down. I expect it to be a false start. Let's see what the call is on the field. False start on, you guessed it, Laramie Tunsil. The old man that you guys were talking about, 29 years old. Can he still keep up? And he was well ahead of the rest of the team. It is now 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. This Colts stadium is loud, shaking the cameras on this broadcast. And that's Leatu Latu on Laramie Tunsil. That's the matchup we were hoping to see him embarrass. This Colts defense is playing a deep cover 3. Latu. Oh, here we go. Stroud is escaped, and he has run, and he is going to get the 1st down, but that was great pressure by the Indianapolis Colts. Just kind of that unexpected run by C.J. Stroud. That was fantastic. Even though they got the 1st down, I understand that that's not good. They're going to call it 4th down. They're going to say he was down at a yard. So it is 4th down on the 46. So what happened was that the Colts got significant pressure in C.J. Stroud's face. He was able to scramble out of a sack by Latu, who got them in the back, and it looked like he ran for 13 yards. It is now 4th and inches. Just getting reacquainted with the so here we go. 4th and inches. They are going for it. It is a single back coverage. They're looking like they're running 2 tight ends. Fake it. Stroud slips and still comes up with the play. Gosh dang it. This quarterback is not the worst. But we'll see. This is 2 straight plays where CJ Stroud has been significantly under pressure. This is one that definitely you would have expected him to go for a run, but it's fine. Not a big deal. 1st down, Texans. He slipped at the 47-yard line and then throws the ball from his knees, still somehow able to complete the pass. Is what it is. It is now 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. This team is running, again, a single back coverage, 2 wide receivers out and a tight end. So it looks like 2 tight ends. Stroud slips again. This is kind of crazy. I've never seen a quarterback slip 2 times in the same spot. Slipped at the 50. Yeah, our D-line is tough. It's one of the best in football right now. So they're calling it 2nd and 10. I guess he did get the ball out for an incompletion. Definitely looks like it should have been. Slips again. I mean, that's not even the turf. It looks like his footing is just off and he's not able to get his plant foot down. So 2nd down, 10 to go. Are they going to call it 10 or are they going to call it sack? He was falling as he was trying to get out. 2 straight slips by CJ Stroud on the horseshoe, reported by Destin Adams. 2nd and 20. They're calling it 2nd and 20. Let's freaking go. Where are they going to spot this? They're going to spot this at it looks like right around the 50-yard line. They're spotting the 49. Stroud goes back, shotgun, swings it to Mixon, and Mixon gets 1 tackle out by Brents and then gets it to the 42-yard line. The field, everyone has said, yeah, it was a sack. They did end up calling that a sack. They were originally calling it a 2nd and 10. So this is the 3rd down coverage. 3rd down, where are they going to spot this? I'm waiting for the number to show up. From 2nd and 20, they were able to get Mixon out, and he avoided a tackle. 3rd and 12. So that's going to be right at, this is the 3rd and long. Okay, this is right at the 43-yard line, 42.5-yard line. Man goes in motion. I believe that's Tank Dell. Stroud gets the snap from the shotgun, goes back, drops back, goes underneath to Stephon Diggs. That's going to be surely it's going to be a 4th down. Yep, he's going to be 2 yards shy of a 1st down. Julian Blackman with the tackle. D'Amico Ryans is he's one that's, This is a good play. Loose coverage. They were trying to get that sticks. Looks like they did exactly what they were hoping to do. He was down 4th and 2. So they are going to go. They're bringing out the field goal unit. That's his 10,000th reception yard. So 4th and short. This is the 3rd time so far in this game that between the Texans and the Colts have had a 4th down. This is going to be really, really tough. A 51-yard attempt, and Fairbairn gets it good. So just 3-0. 3-0. Let's update our scoreboard. That is going to be Texans 0-3. Save that. Show that updated scoreboard. Texans are up by 3 on the Indianapolis Colts. And we are going to our first commercial break of the year. What have you seen so far? What's sticking out to you that's not named Dre? We want to see what the Texans are seeing. Looks like average play. Honestly, your quarterback can't even stay upright. Talking about our quarterback. What the heck? Yeah, they're going to take the points. Not as bad result considering where Houston started. Houston started on their own, on like their own 43-yard line, I believe. And so this is as good as you can expect it, honestly. So not as big of a deal. We'll take the 3. Why can't Gus Bradley scheme a way to stop a team on 3rd and long? Ideally, what they're trying to do, if you're acting a serious question, not rhetorical, to answer that question, what I think that they are trying to get their team in a place of doing cover 3 or cover 4. So they're leaving a little bit looser for these underneath and hoping their guys can make the tackles. What is unfortunately happening is that the Colts aren't able to get as tight of coverage as they would want. So we will see. Leatu gets his first sack incoming. I'm interested to see how they score that first play. Let me see if I can check the game cast and see how they scored that, and see what that looks like. Yeah, I can't see it right now, but we will see how they score that, if they give him a sack or not. Tony Richardson, it's what some people are calling him, calling Anthony Richardson. So we will see from around the league what Colts got the ball first. They elected to receive the kick. Let's check on Twitter, see what's going on over there. CJ Stroud's getting obviously all the love, which is just crazy because he slipped on his feet. T.Y. Hilton was the one to hit the anvil today. Let's freaking go. That's what we want to see. If you're just now tuning in, this is Elijah, normally from Sports Talk Indy, but today filling in for Cody and Derek on the Bring the Juice Colts cast. So we are doing play-by-play live coverage of the Colts and Texans game. Colts defensive line was dominant. Abso-freaking-lutely. So we will see. The Colts are now going to be getting the ball. Diggs is already frustrated on the sideline. Don't be surprised, Texans fans, when that's just the life that you live now. Diggs will be mad at anyone for anything. It's all he says is my ball. It's my ball. You can read his lips right now. He's saying my ball, my ball. It's ridiculous. The stream is awesome. Thanks. I appreciate it, Daniel Hernandez. Now with the kickoff, looks like Adonai Mitchell might be back in the. No way. I can't see who that is. I couldn't see his number. Anthony Gould is going to take it from the 5-yard line, going out to the 20, going out to the 25, cuts back, and a hard hit on the 26-yard line by the Texans, number 44. Who is that? That is Brooks. It's just a solid hit by Brooks. Anthony Gould got rocked on that one. Hate to see that, but good to see him hold on to the foot. It looks like he almost juggled the football. Oh, let's be careful there, buddy. Let's see what this is going to look like. I'm going to move this over here so I can kind of be a little bit closer. My iPad's just a little bit ahead of the. Let's look from the 27-yard line is where they spotted it. They're putting Granson in motion. Handoff to Taylor on the outside. No, it's a design play. Anthony Richardson runs for 7 yards, gets it down on the 30. Let's go. Bill Cowher with an NFL Today update. And it looks like Kyler Murray scrambles and runs and a quick touchdown to Michael Wilson. That's great. That was an awesome designed run for 8 yards by Anthony Richardson. I was so shocked. You actually didn't even know that. That's amazing. Let's go. We have a design QB run people reported by Destin Adams. Here we go. Taylor goes outside, bounces behind, follows Kelly for a significant amount of yards and gets down to the 41-yard line. So that is the Colts' first down. Jonathan Taylor already looking pretty good. He's hiding behind these offensive linemen quite a bit, which is surprising. Not hiding, I guess, but he's kind of like pushing behind them, which is just fun to see. Last season, 169 rushes, 741 yards for Jonathan Taylor and 7 touchdowns. Let's see what they're going to do on 1st and 10. It looks like they're going from the shotgun. One single back is Jonathan Taylor. They are running a bunch formation. Fake is a play action. Anthony Richardson kind of slips. Deep ball down the field. Oh, Pierce with a long touchdown. Unfreaking believable. Alec Pierce beat 2 Texans defenders for an unbelievable touchdown by Anthony Richardson. Let's freaking go. Colts are now up. They are now up 7-3. That is unbelievable. Alec Pierce had a 60-yard touchdown, beat so many Texans defenders. Anthony Richardson started to slip. Zaire Franklin is down on the end zone. What a freaking throw. Anthony Richardson goes back. Pittman goes. Unbelievable. Pittman draws the defender, and then Pierce with a quick late cut to go on the other side of the field and beat 2 Texans defenders. Dre, where are you at now? Let's update our banner. It is now Colts 7. That is unbelievable. 7-3 Colts in this first game. Unbelievable. Pocket rockets by Anthony Richardson. We are going to be all right, guys. We are going to be all right. What a fantastic. Apologize to anyone who's trying to watch, and I could not keep it together because I was so unbelievably excited. This is why I could never do play-by-play for a living, because this was unbelievable. What a throw by Anthony Richardson. 60-yard bomb. Just looked, that literally could not have been a better. I have been humbled. Me freaking too. I called for his trade in the L'Jarius Sneed deal. I called for his trade. Unbelievable. That is fantastic. I cannot believe that. Just an unbelievable throw into exactly where you want it to be. For all those that are questioning Anthony Richardson, that was a beauty. Pat McAfee just tweeted Colts are winning the Super Bowl. I mean, that was a missile. Absolutely right. That was a missile. That was unbelievable. Again, so sorry if you were relying on me for the coverage on that. I lost it as soon as the ball landed in Pierce's hands. That was in a missed extra point. What are you talking about? Hey, I appreciate it, Dre. All fun here. Appreciate it. That was unbelievably a great throw. That's exactly what he showed his pro day. 100%. That was unbelievably. What? Unbelievably lucky. Everyone that talked down on Pierce, I'll take it. I'm so sorry. That was an unbelievable throw. Tom Pellisario just tweeted, Anthony Richardson's shoulder is okay. Which is just, that was amazing. Oh my gosh. 66 yards in the air. That's what we hope to see. If nothing else happens in this game, I'm fine. That throw alone reinstilled all of my faith in Anthony Richardson, because that wasn't a lucky throw. That was absolutely unbelievably good. And I think that puts to rest any of the accuracy concerns that were being reported about Anthony Richardson. He's going to be tough. And I think that this is why I started Pearson Fantasy. Good for you. Good freaking for you. That is amazing. Absolute dime. Alec Pierce is hype on the sidelines right now. Excuse me. He slips a little bit on his back foot and then just goes. That offensive line, Smith held that block for a long time, as did Kylan Granson. Held a block for a good amount of time. And then, man, just a beautiful throw right into the chest of Alec Pierce. I mean, literally did not even have to stutter step at all. Just dropped it. That is absolutely amazing. Let's freaking go, Colts fans. 381 of you on right now. And it is a touchback for the Texans. Roberto Sanchez just sent that one. Was so excited. What's up with the field? It's a new field. It is a helix turf because so many people hated that they had real turf, and so it's going to be an adjustment because it feels like grass. That's one of the things that you get when you're talking about the helix turf and when you're talking about grass is it's more slippery than regular turf, but it also causes significantly less injuries. So we will see. Nothing was wrong with Alec Pierce. Yeah, I think just different quarterback play. Texans are running from a single back. They're running 2 tight ends. Looks like Diggs is out on the outside. Joe Mixon goes in motion. Passing play. No pressure there. Dalton Schultz gets the ball and goes down for 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Excuse me, 2nd and 6 now for the Houston Texans. Dalton Schultz. There wasn't a lot of pressure on that one, more than last year. But we will see. Okay, they're running a single back. Looks like they're running 2 tight ends, or 1 tight end, 2 touchdowns. It is a run to Mixon, and he gets a play for 8 yards onto the field, goes up to the 45-yard line. Looks like he got a total of 12 yards, 11-yard run. So there's going to be 1st and 10. So we will see. It looks like Nick Cross got a pretty decent. I mean, Mixon ran through him, but he still got him down. Passing play now for Anthony Stroud. A lot of pressure by the Indianapolis Colts. He got another 1st down. He's escaped pressure. Tank Dell got the play, so they are down at the 35-yard line. It looks like just about. Man, he is just unbelievable in the ability to escape pressure. It looks like there was kind of a blown coverage there by EJ Speed there on the outside, and then another slip. Man, it's crazy. This field, this brand new field, is having trouble. Tempo is up. A lot of pressure for CJ Stroud and an incomplete pass, it looked like, or did he bring that in? Stephon Diggs, it looks like he did get that. So 2nd down, 2nd and 8. So it's a 2-yard pass. Diggs is coming out of the game already. I mean, he's got 2 catches, but neither of them for decent yards. So we will see. 2nd and 8. Texans are going with tempo here, but it looks like Stroud is being hit on almost every single play right now. They're running an I formation, guy in motion. Stroud, they're calling out something. Colts look to be in a cover 3, it looks like. Oh, they're running. Looks like a blitz. Mixon with the run, gets 2 more yards. There's going to be 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 6 maybe. Mixon hasn't looked bad so far in his debut. This Texans offensive line doesn't look terrible, but man, they're just getting absolutely blown up by the Colts defensive line. It looks like they're doing much better on the pass than they're doing on the run, which is opposite of what they were doing last year, where they did a lot better against the run and a lot worse against the pass. So 3rd down and 5 now for the Houston Texans on their own. It looks to be 35-yard line. We'll have to see. Diggs will hurt them more than they can help already. Yeah, let's go. 27-yard line. Stroud sacked now. Let's go by Kwity Paye. Look to be in there. Got a hand on CJ Stroud. It's going to be 4th down again. They're going to probably be bringing out. Yep, they're bringing out their guy. Let's freaking go. CJ Stroud with an early. This Colts team came to play. Grover Stewart got good on Mason, and then Stroud just got him down. It looked like CJ Stroud was starting to fall over by maybe someone else. I didn't even see who got a hand on him. But now it's going to be Cammy Fairbairn. 4th down and 10. That is the 2nd sack on CJ Stroud by a team that was bottom in the league as far as QB pressures go. 50-yard attempt, and it is good. So he's got 1 now from 50 and 1 from 51. Cammy Fairbairn is consistent as they come, honestly. But this is a fantastic Colts pass rush, one that has been heavily scrutinized last year, and the Colts knew it, and they put guys out there. It looks like, it's just fantastic. Love to freaking see it. We are now halfway through the 1st quarter. We'll have to see what that is looking like now, but that D-line is just eating right now. So unbelievably excited. This was a great drive by the Indianapolis Colts. D-line will dominate all day. Let's go. And this is honestly, like where the Colts where the Texans haven't devoted as much attention as they devoted everywhere else. And so we will see if they're going to be if they're going to be able to do it. But the defense is already looking really good. This is supposed to be a shootout, right? I'll need to update our score, don't I? So it is now Texans 6, Colts 7 after 2 drives each. Quiddy got the sack, 2 sacks in the first quarter. What happened? I'm not watching. The Texans got a field goal by Cammy Fairbairn. He is now good from 50 and from 51 on the day. And so does Texans 6, Colts 7. CJ Stroud got sacked there by Quiddy Pay. Oh, Ty Lewis did get the other Taekwon Lewis. Latu's looking good. LeGarrette Wells. He's looking very good. It looks like they're having to devote so much more attention to him already. And it looks like that the Colts defensive line is looking unbelievably good against what should have been a really good Texans offensive line. Great additions this offseason. Cannot stress that enough. Latu's looking fantastic. So excited. So this is a great game already. So we will see 65.3 air yards is what that official throw was on the Colts. On Anthony Richardson's touchdown pass to Alec Pierce, 65 yards in the air. That's unbelievable. That's completely unheard of. And I don't think that we can stress that enough. And he was slipping. Yeah. So we will see. Tunsil and a bunch of nobodies. It's still, PFF ranks them not terrible in the league. But Tunsil hasn't looked great so far. It looks like Latu has been kind of really stressing them out already, but they're guys like Taekwon Lewis and Quiddy Pay they do lack. Okay, I will agree there. Most of the AFC South does lack elite offensive linemen, except for the Indianapolis Colts, who are one of the best in the league. So we're talking about the third kickoff now for the Houston Texans. Cammy Fairbairn kicks the ball, and it goes deep and looks like it is going to be taken for a touchback. So the Colts are going to start. Yeah, that's what I sorry, I did just say we had a touchback. So we are as updated as we can get. Watching on the YouTube TV stream. Yeah, so I think now that I agree with just a guy there. As soon as once you get 3 guys that are going to devote a significant amount of attention from Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce, it looks like this team's going to do really, really well. So our receivers are looking great. So this is a Colts team. Anthony Richardson is 3 for 4 for 79 yards and a touchdown. Just unbelievably good. So we will see. Still have Alec Pierce 2 more years. Colts are running a shotgun formation. Jonathan Taylor is the lone back in the backfield. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. It looks like it's a pass play. Quick pass to Michael Pittman for 5 yards down at the 29-yard line. 34. I forgot the touchbacks now go to the 30 this year. That's just crazy. I don't know why you'd even take it out. So Michael Pittman is down at the 34-yard line. So this is going to be 2nd and 6. Derek Stingley, 5 interceptions from week 11. There's a single back set, 2 wide receivers out left, no wide receivers out wide. And it is a play action pass. Richardson goes back. Nearly intercepted. Ball was thrown to Michael Pittman. It was just a tight coverage. It looked like it was just kind of not the best decision making on Anthony Richardson. Kind of threw a little sidearm, but yeah, number 0 was there. So that's on Al-Shaair too. That's a tough one. 63 straight games of the catch for Michael Pittman. That's unbelievable. Just something that's unheard of anymore in today's NFL, and that's fantastic. So they're down and 6 now for the Indianapolis Colts. Is shotgun formation. 1 lone back is Trey Sermon. They're in the backfield. Colts offensive line is doing a pretty good job, and Anthony Richardson does get sacked, loses his helmet. Unbelievable. It is now 4th down. Man, Anthony Richardson got thrown to the ground by Edwards Jr. He looks like he's up and smiling, not upset at all. It looked like there was a good protection for a while, and then it all just crumbled apart. So Quentin Nelson was originally on the block and then let go of Edwards Jr. And then Edwards Jr. came around to get the sack. And man, that's a hit that you just don't see very often. I think if that were against a guy like Mahomes or Burrow, that would have been an easy flag. But a guy again like Anthony Richardson is not going to get that this early in his career. Great punt down into the 20-yard line. Unbelievably good by Rigoberto Sanchez. Great punt down at the 18-yard line. I'd rather have a concussion than a shoulder surgery. I don't know that I'm like picking rathers on this. It's unbelievable. It was definitely like a WWE move tackle. That is the end of the first quarter. So now we are going into the second quarter with the Texans getting the ball. So we will update our score bug here. We are on commercial break. So, I mean, I really do feel that does feel like it should have been a flag. That was very excessive, a hit on the quarterback. And again, this is a team that I think everyone knows is going to be penalty down or what? Jeez. Yeah, that was an easy penalty. It looked like a WWE move right there. And yeah, I just can't. I can't imagine how that's not a penalty in today's NFL. I think 20 years ago, yeah, you're talking like that's not a penalty. But in today's NFL, yeah, that's absolutely a penalty and really, really unbelievable. So we'll see. Tony is okay. He was up and smiling after that. So didn't look like he was hurt. It's crazy that his, if it was a number 15, would have been a penalty. Yeah. Yeah, AR came up smiling after that too, which is crazy. Unbelievable. So we will see. We'll see if that's going to feed into this. Yeah. That's going to feed into this narrative, especially against the Indianapolis or against like this rivalry already between the Texans and the Colts. So if you're just tuning in, I'm Elijah. I'm not Derek or Cody, who are normally on this cast, but they are at the game today, so they asked if I'd fill in. I'm Elijah. I'm from Sports Talk Indy, where we cover all things Colts every single day. So we are covering the Colts. It is 7-6 in the second quarter. Now the Texans have 2 field goals over 50 yards, and the Colts have a 65-yard bomb to Alec Pierce from Anthony Richardson. So we will see. We'll see how this looks as the game continues. But this is going to be, if he gets injured again, that'll be awful. Let's go. Anthony Richardson 5. Agreed. Anthony Richardson was up and smiling after that. It seemed like an excessive hit. It did not seem like it was a hit that warranted was warranted in that way. Didn't love that. So we'll see. But we are starting the second quarter. CJ Stroud is obviously getting all the highlights in this one. Third most yards by a rookie in NFL history, which is just crazy. Yeah, I haven't been this excited since Andrew Luck either. I mean, and honestly, I think the ceiling on Anthony Richardson is somehow even higher. So CJ Stroud completion, he has 6 of 7 for 50 yards. Takes the ball back. Stephon Diggs gets a end around jet touch pass. They've been playing college football this year. And looks like they got up to the 25-yard line on that jet touch pass. I think they stopped running because I think they were trying to catch him off guard a little bit more, and it just didn't as much as they hoped. So Anthony Richardson with the longest completion by air distance in NFL over the last 2 seasons. So that stat just came across. Anthony Richardson has now the longest completion by air distance in the last 2 years in the NFL over the last 2 seasons, which is just unbelievable. Okay, they are now running it to Mixon on the outside, and he gets down to the 33-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. So it's a 3-yard run by Joe Mixon. Looked fine. Nothing really to report on that one. 3-yard run. You'll take those as a defense. You'll take those all day. Texans are headhunting like I said they would. Yeah, no doubt. It definitely seems as such given this team right now. So this is 3rd and short. Both teams have not completed a 3rd down conversion yet this game. So we will see. This is going to be an I formation. Looks like they're leading you to believe it's run. They are going to run it with Mixon on the outside. EJ Speed goes in for the tackle, but Mixon just pushes him along. EJ Speed kind of undersized for your traditional linebacker. But, one of those things that it is what it is. So, first down, Colts. So we will see. That is going to be as good as you can do. EJ Speed really tried to lock him up, but just really tough. Tough to see. EJ Speed just get pushed around. Mixon has 5 rushes for 22 yards, so pretty decent. Play action pass, Stroud, deep pass, attempt 2. Unfreaking believable. Nico Collins gets the ball in double coverage. Good coverage by the Colts, but Nico Collins just comes down with it at the 10-yard line. What the heck? That's unbelievable. There's nothing wrong with the coverage on that one. Literally. They were man to man. Nick Cross was there, and they just Nico was looking at the ball while Juju and Nick Cross were not. Nothing wrong with the coverage on there. Honestly, there's nothing to do. There's now a run by Dameon Pierce up to the 9-yard line. Again, it's just one of those really tough. Brents could have if he turned around, but he wasn't. They were running man coverage, and honestly, you can have the best defense in football, the best defense of all time. I think it was 50 yards. You can have the best defense in football, but if you're talking about the specific coverage, that was a coverage break. That wasn't a guy break. You can't expect Juju Brents to be able to keep up with Nico Collins like that. Nick Cross was in position. It was just, it was just the Colts secondary being young. So not a huge deal. Play action pass. Stroud passes, looks to go deep and is out of bounds. He threw that ball away. It's now going to be 3rd and 6 from the 9-yard line. So 3rd and 6 with 10 yards to go for the goal. There's another 3rd down by the Colts. That was the first time that a team has converted on 3rd down so far. This 55 yards on that. Actually, I believe it was a first down. It wasn't a 3rd down. They converted on 3rd down. Yeah, so that was, a clear hold on Leatu Latu. He's getting double teamed already. That's unbelievable. 3rd and 6. They have converted 1 3rd down. Average yards to go is 7.5. So now it is going to be Mixon in motion on the outside. 3rd and 6. Quick pass, Stephon Diggs. Touchdown. Touchdown on a slant to Stephon Diggs. That was a really bad defensive scheme. That was not good at all. It is now going to be 13-7 for the Houston Texans. It just wasn't a good play call by the Colts defensive coordinator, Gus Bradley. Did not like that one at all. Yeah, there's nothing the Colts defense. You can have the best team in the league. They left that wide open for a fast play. So, they're going for the 2. So the scorebook might be wrong right now. They're going for 2 right now to try and make it 14-7. That's frustrating because that's not even the Colts secondary's fault. That's 100% on defensive scheme. They left that wide open. They were running a cover 3 outside, left it wide open for an underneath pass. I formation, Diggs goes in motion, handoff to Mixon, and he is not going to get it. So it is going to be 12-7. Really a risky play there. So 5 points now. So it's still a 1 possession game for the Indianapolis Colts. So Houston comes up. Just Nico Collins. I have nothing to say about that. Nick Cross and Juju Brents, there's not like a lot you can do with that. So frustrating, but 1 touchdown, 3 attempts. So we will see how this game goes from here. We're just entering into the second quarter. Again, I'm Elijah. I'm coming from Sports Talk Indy, filling in today. So we will see. Texans chasing points. We'll take it. Kind of early to be chasing points. Agree. I can't help but be a little bit critical of Gus Bradley, especially after some of the schemes that we've seen. It just seems like they're kind of getting blown up. So we'll see. You could be by the same thing every single time. It was Nico Collins last year, but Juju Brents learned. He was right there on him. Nico just got in position, man. Like it's I don't know how you would beat that aside from just trying to slap that ball away. We have to work on our secondary now that our offense is better and our D line and LBs are set. I agree. I do think that play is just tough to defend. Great play by Nico Collins. I disagree with the Colts are the worst team in the AFC South. I fundamentally disagree with that, and I think that evidence proves otherwise for this team. So we will see. But yeah, we are on commercial break right now. It is Elijah from Sports Talk Indy filling in for Cody and Derek today on the play-by-play cast here, going live from the Colts versus Texans. It is Texans 12, Colts 7. Colts have had one scoring drive, and the Texans have had two times of getting really good field position, and then Colts defense really showing up and getting 2 sacks already against CJ Stroud. So they're rushing, they're doing quick passes. So we'll see, but we're seeing a lot so far in this half. We're seeing a lot of good from this Colts offense. And maybe they go again back to the run. They didn't run the run one time last time. Almost an interception thrown by AR, but nothing there. So maybe go with the run. Choose some clock. I mean, if we're going to get in a shootout with this Texans team, I do wonder if that's going to be right or if we're going to lose that battle. I mean, that's tough. That's a tough team to try and shoot it out. So we'll see. Yeah, hate fans. It is what it is, but I definitely think this team has it. It was too easy. Simple slant. Bad Colts scheme. It wasn't even on the team. They were running a too deep coverage to try and defend against that. But Diggs just had a quick slant and was gone. So, all right. It is now a kickoff, and Gould runs it out from the -1 yard line, gets to the 32-yard line before a big hit again. Dude just likes getting hit. It's kind of crazy. But Anthony Gould already showing his dynamic return abilities. So they are getting it at the 32-yard line. This is going to be the 4th drive now for Anthony Richardson and Colts company. So we will see. We good. Let's go, Colts. I agree. No way you quitters aren't giving up, calling it a loss. It's not a loss. They're down by 1. What are you talking about? All right. Anthony Richardson gets the ball. Shotgun formation. Jonathan Taylor gets the ball outside. No, it's Anthony Richardson. Unbelievable. A 14-yard run by Anthony Richardson. That's just crazy. I mean, again, it's one of those things that you see this and I'm not, as a Colts fan, I'm not used to a designed quarterback run, but they're running already this read option. Kylan Granson goes out, nails a block, and Anthony Richardson goes down kind of smooth. But it looks like they're not worried about him taking hits. I mean, he's going out and running like a running back. Really just trucking guys down. He went down early. I guess so, Uncle Buckle. It looks like they're really ready for him to run the football. Now it's going to be a wide receiver screen to Adonai Mitchell, and that is going to be a gain of 2. He did not slide or run out of bounds. Nail biting every time he runs. Agreed. But I think we have to realize that this is going to be a team that's going to run the football with Anthony Richardson. It's what they drafted him to do, and so we will see. We'll see. So this is a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 for the Indianapolis Colts. Adonai Mitchell with his first catch already with a wide receiver screen. Anthony Richardson calling out what he sees. Shotgun formation, single back set, 2 wide receivers out on the left side. Play action pass. Plenty of time. And a ball thrown away. Adonai Mitchell just did not get the separation that he wanted there. Looks like Anthony Richardson and Adonai Mitchell have yet to really get on the same page as far as what they're able to do. He slipped coming out. Yep. Yeah. Adonai Mitchell slipped coming out of his break. So that wasn't even a mistake on either of their parts. It just looked like it wasn't quite there. So Anthony Richardson comes out 3rd and 8. They are going to be running a shotgun formation. They're running a lot of shotguns so far in this game. Shotgun formation, 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers out right, 1 receiver out left. As a penalty, Pittman got the catch, but the ball was knocked out. There's a flag. we'll see what that back at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what that flag is. I can't imagine it's holding, but it might be. Illegal formation. Gosh. So that's going to decline penalties. So it's going to be 4th down and 8. So that is on Braden Smith, kind of an experienced guy to be dealing with illegal formation. But we saw that penalty. Man, that was a good catch by Pittman and just an unfortunate play. He lost the football there at the end. So it's 4th down and 8. They're going to be kicking it again to the Texans. Again, this is a team that's just figuring it out. What 22 years that is fuel potential. Freaking agree. This is a guy that's going to be really, really good. Roberto with the kick from the 35-yard line. That ball goes deep. Fair catch called for at the 14-yard line. So they're going to have an 85 yards to try and go to get a score. This is going to be, we're 9 minutes and 50 seconds in or left in the second quarter. So 4 minutes and 10 seconds left or burned in the second quarter. It is 12-7 Texans up 5, up 2 field goals now. Now we need 7. I disagree, Dre. In other news around the NFL, Dolphins wide receiver Jaylen Waddle is being evaluated for a concussion. Tyreek Hill, obviously, if you missed it this morning, got arrested for a traffic violation, but is said that he would be good. So this is going to be the worst field possession that the Texans have had so far. But we will see. We'll see what it looks like. Empty possessions, Colts 3, Houston's 0. This is the worst field position so far that the Texans are going to have. So we'll be curious to see what they have when they have a full playbook, if they're going to run it a little bit more, or if they're going to rely on the pass. So we will see. This Colts defensive line really needs to make sure that they're getting enough pressure. So we will see. Colts' entire game so far has been 1 bomb pass. Kind of disagree, actually. I really feel like the Colts have had a good game, other than just a few miscommunications and just trying to figure out this Texans defense, which did get significantly better in the offseason. So I mean, you kind of expect this. It's tough to gauge a full game based on 1 quarter and some change that we've seen from the Colts. I'm curious as to why they're not giving the ball as much to Jonathan Taylor as we expected them to have. I don't know. I'm not really sure. It definitely seems like Anthony Richardson is trying to get the ball out quick. That one play that he had totally paralyzed the drive. Agree. Yeah, would be nice to see the Texans punt the ball. Agreed. Both of their field possessions that they got fairly decent field possession on both times, or 2 of their first 2 drives, and then obviously they got a touchdown on the last drive. So, but they missed on the 2-point conversion, and that's where we are. We're now here at Colts 7, Texans 12. Texans look good. They closed one side of the windows, open the other side. So we will see what that looks like. It's going to be Texans ball at the 15-yard line. CJ Stroud, 8 of 10 for 110 yards, which is kind of crazy. All right, we'll see. It is 4-man up front, 3 linebackers, 2 corners that we're seeing. Running ball to Mixon, and that is 7 yards. Unbelievable. Nick Cross with another tackle, and that's what he's good at. But Nick Cross is really good at the tackle. You saw that in all his highlights over at Maryland. It's just good blocking. So it's now 2nd and 2 with an 8-yard run. Stroud mixes it up, sends the back out wide. So it's empty backfield now. Oh, Mixon comes back around. Looks like he's running out wide. And a lost ball by CJ Stroud. It looks like it was batted down at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Yep, it looked like Tavon Bryan looked like he got his hand in there. Oh, yeah, he kind of lost the football. It slipped out of his hand there at the last second, threw it off the head of his own offensive lineman, number 76. This is 3rd and 2. This Colts stadium is loud. Third down passing to 1 first down. So we'll see where this goes. It's 3rd and 2. Timeout is called. Timeout is called on the Texans. So 9 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second quarter. 3rd down and 2 for the Houston Texans. The Texans are up 12-7 against the Indianapolis Colts. This is where the ball is gone. 3 targets, 3 receptions for Stephon Diggs. 3 targets, 1 reception for Tank Dell. Brevin Jordan with 1 target, 1 reception. And Nico Collins with 1 target, 1 reception. CJ Stroud is 8 for 11 for 113 yards. Yeah, CJ Stroud was he was nervous. He was a little nervous for the Colts pressure. All right, we'll see what happens. Shotgun formation, single back set, ball at the 23-yard line. CJ Stroud. It looks like there's some miscommunication with the offensive line. Ball is snapped. No, it looks like a false start. Colts fans getting a pressure. They are stressing this offensive line out. False start offense. 78, Laramie Tunsil. He's scared, man. He's scared of Leatu Latu. First round pick. That is 2 penalties on Laramie Tunsil. False start and a hold. Man, unbelievable. Laramie Tunsil just looks like he's already stressing out. He wasn't even the one that was designated. He passed off Leatu Latu to a tight end there. That'll be fun to watch. Yeah, please keep giving Leatu Latu tight ends. That would be awesome. 3rd and 7. Ball from the 17-yard line. Stroud pressure. Sacked now by DeForest Buckner. Let's freaking go, Colts. Let's go, Colts. Oh, Titans are up on the Bears. Look at good for you, Titans. You get this while you can. Will Levis, 4 of 9, 21 yards. Pollard is carrying that team already, 8 carries for 61 yards. Yeah, that's not great for the but that's 4th and 14. A Colts stop there. They're at the 11-yard line. That's amazing. Great sack by DeForest Buckner. Great sack. Ball is kicked out to the 35-yard line. Gould calls for a fair catch with one guy pressuring him. That's kind of surprising. It looks like he's gotten some hit already. That is going to be at the 29 or 34-yard line. Excuse me. So great. Great. Oh, I hate that Will Levis is on this commercial. Great play by the Houston Texans. I mean, absolutely, or not Houston Texans, by DeForest Buckner on the Houston Texans. Looked fantastic. So as I summarize, the decision-making accuracy issues will cost us victories this season. Houston's offensive defensive line are improved and will be very difficult on a team. Okay. Agree to disagree. I do think that Anthony Richardson has not made terrible decisions so far. His ball placement's been pretty good. This is better than AR. Okay. So we'll see. I think this Colts team definitely has a lot to prove. Buckner looked fantastic on that sack. There's now 3 sacks now for the Colts. Pats beating the Bengals, +3 Texans fans in the sack department. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm super excited to see this team. This is fantastic. So it is now 7-12. Colts versus Texans. Texans are up 5 points over the Colts. Colts now got the ball at the 34-yard line. Colts I do agree, Colts need to run the ball. It's kind of crazy so far. They haven't. If you're just now catching up, my name is Elijah. I'm filling in for Cody and Derek today on the stream. They had the opportunity to go to the game, and so they asked if I'd fill in. So we'll see. I definitely I agree with CMDSR. I believe the Colts need to burn some clock here. They need to really ground and pound the ball and really get this Texans team tired. Get this Texans line tired so they fatigue them, go one at a time and really just take them down that way. I think would be really good. But we will see. Did Derek bring some breadsticks? I don't know. I don't know if he brought some breadsticks. Officially out of coffee. It's so unfortunate. Yep. So we are back now on the play. It looks like the Colts are going to run they're going to 8 minutes, 29 seconds left in the second quarter. They're running pistol formation with Jonathan Taylor. They're running Anthony Gould out wide. Jonathan Taylor gets the ball, bounces on the outside, run for no gain. Looked like he was really trying to kind of get the ball outside. He had kind of a hole on the opposite, but really was trying to get more yards and ended up getting nothing. So 2nd and 10. The Colts had the ball first, so the Texans will get it at halftime. Colts got the ball first. John Hendricks. So Pierce is now out wide. Anthony Richardson running it from the shotgun formation. Goes in motion. Jonathan Taylor gets the ball again. Run on the outside for 5 yards, down to the 39-yard line. Colts had the ball first. Yep. So 3rd down and 5. So 2 runs in a row for those of you who were hoping that the 3rd and 5. We need this 3rd down. Agreed. 7 minutes, 27 seconds, 25 seconds left in the second half. Shotgun formation again. Looks like the Colts are running a lot of shotgun. Really trying to give Richardson as much help as he can. 4 wide receivers out wide. Early jump by the Texans, but no penalty called. Richardson runs up. Room to run. He's got way more than the first down. Down to the 41-yard line of the Texans. Great play. And he slid. Those of you who saying Anthony Richardson won't slide, he slid down. Looks great. Great job by Anthony Richardson. It looked like they just forgot entirely that this guy can run the freaking football. Great job. Let's go. Agreed. Tucks the ball and run. Shotgun formation. Handoff to Taylor. So that's 4 plays in a row. Jonathan Taylor for 5 yards down to the 47 or 37-yard line. 2nd down and 5 probably again. He slid. That's a first. Agreed. All right, they're going tempo now. Another shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Alec Pierce, the guy on the left. Anthony Richardson hands the ball to Jonathan Taylor. Gets the ball for 3 yards down at the 35-yard line. Forward progress was stopped. He's 6th in the league in rushing attempts. Jonathan Taylor is since 2021. Rushing yards, he's 2nd in the league. Rushing yards a game, he's 1st in the league. And touchdowns, he is 4th in the league. He has 159 rushing yards per game against Houston. 3rd and 3 at the 36-yard line. Probably, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to guess another shotgun formation. And that's what it is. 2 wide receivers out left. Adonai Mitchell goes in on the run. Anthony Richardson hands the ball to Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor gets the ball up to the 29-yard line for a first down. Great play by Jonathan Taylor. He is getting it. He's starting to kind of find his footing. The Texans are really focusing more on the passing game. And that's where I think Jim Bob Cooter and Shane Steichen are really offensive gurus in that regard of really trying to guess what they're expecting and then go the opposite. So Jonathan Taylor looked really good. Good blocking by the offensive line. Pittman actually had a really good block on Derek Stingley. That's fantastic. Today, Jonathan Taylor has 30 yards in the 1.5 quarters. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Shotgun formation again. Anthony Richardson, 1 single back on the right. Anthony Richardson calling the change of the play at the line of scrimmage. That's great. So you want to see they bring the rush. Richardson throws the ball deep. Oh, overthrows Adonai Mitchell. That's on Richardson. He's saying it's on me. It's on me. They had a lot of pressure on him. 6 guys rushed there. It's okay. 1-on-1 matchup with Derek Stingley. So 6 guys rushed on that one. Derek Stingley really threw it, and then it looked like Richardson just looked really frustrated there. He had the wide open. Hopefully it's not a Winston Payne. No, that was just out of anger. This stressed me out a little bit. Richardson back again, throws the ball to Alec Pierce. Jeez, what a hit on Pierce. Man, that looked like targeting. Kind of a little bit of a high throw there by Richardson. That dude just has so much power. I think it surprises him. Pierce throws the ball, and then yeah, man, just a hard hit by the linebacker or by the defensive back of the Texans. Really, just not kind of a dirty hit. Surprised Pierce got back up. He's coming out of the game, probably. Yeah, 3rd and 2. They're now 2 for 5 on 3rd down conversions today. Adonai Mitchell just running around the backfield, kind of like a crazy person. Richardson gets the ball on an RPO, and 1st down. He actually kind of pushed the guy off of him too. So really good play by Anthony Richardson to kind of keep that. So Richardson had a fake pass, and it looked like it was a triple option because he kind of originally picked the ball up to throw the ball to Adonai Mitchell, who didn't break off quite fast enough. Texans kind of called that one perfectly, but Richardson's still extending the play for 3. That's a 1st down and 10. 7 rushes, 2 passes on this drive. They're down at the 18-yard line, so inside the red zone. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers, 2 out left, 1 out right, and Kylan Granson, the tight end, on the other side. Taylor gets stuffed behind the line from Tuatoa. Anthony Gould came in motion, ran into Richardson after the ball was snapped. Anthony Richardson, okay. Anthony Richardson, the running back, can't throw. I refuse to agree with that after what we've already seen so far in this game. He had 1 overthrow, okay? Like, he had an overthrow to Adonai Mitchell on a play where he had 6 guys in his face. Pause. So we'll see. We'll see what that looks like. All right, 2nd and 12 now. 3 wide receivers on a bunch formation out right. Jonathan Taylor goes out left in motion. Ball is snapped. Not really great pressure. Intercepted. Gosh, dang it. Picked off on the 8-yard line by Bullock. Dang. Oh, Anthony Richardson's only his 2nd interception thrown in his career. Where was he trying to? I'm confused of where he was trying to go. Oh, he's trying to go to Granson. Granson slipped. So not even a bad play by Richardson. I don't really think that's even on Richardson. That was Granson slipped again. Something's up with this field, man. This Helix turf, it looks like they're really having trouble keeping it up and keeping it going. So we'll see. We will see. No reason to throw it there. It's 2nd and 12. I kind of disagree. I think that is the good reason to run it there. Got stuffed on the play before. So yeah, this field, very surprising. This was something that was asked for by a lot of Colts players and fans, and the NFLPA that got involved. They updated this very expensive field, and it looks like they're already having trouble. So we'll see. Can't make that catch. You got to know that. Granson, this is the tight end room we were talking about. This is really where are they going to be able to hold it together? So Granson can't make that catch. Granson stumbled. I agree. Yeah, I don't think that's as much on Richardson. Tough to see. Tough to see. But we'll see. About as bad as the Brazil game. Yeah, it's actually close. I think I gotta feel like Granson actually. I don't really want. I don't know. Granson's a good dude, but I kind of believe that the Colts would be better going with Mo Alley-Cox. And Anthony Richardson is a quarterback. Like, yeah, Granson's trash. I'm reading that from Sean Hendricks. I'm not coming out and saying that, but I do feel like a lot of the issues that the Colts have had so far have been in the preseason and here have been kind of at the fault of Granson. So we'll see. 12-7, 2 minutes, 39 seconds left in the half. Yeah, Ogletree. I don't know where Ogletree's at. I really expected him to do good. And now I feel sick. We need to get that field right. So Granson slipped, coming down with the ball. Not really, I think. Anthony Richardson's got a pad on his shoulder. Oh, it's nerve-wracking. Yeah, the ball's Yeah, that ball's perfectly thrown, honestly. So it's the field. Pittman slipped on the same play too. I'm very nervous. Richardson has a pad on his shoulder right now. That's like a wrap almost. Good run by Mixon up to the 15-yard line. That's going to be a 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 3, excuse me, for a 7-yard run. Yeah, Woods' size at AR would have been good if Woods could stop getting hurt every 6 seconds. 2nd and 2 now. Let's have some faith. Agreed. It was a good call via replay to ball. Chris Fallen causes the interception. Too many yards on first down. 2nd and 2 now for the Texans. Turf is very slippery. I'm not gonna disagree with you there. 2-minute warning now. Texans get the ball. 2nd and 2. Ridiculous. Grass field will be tough. I don't know exactly the logistics of that. But having an open roof or at least a greenhouse sort of effect, you would think they would be able to figure that out. But we'll see. We'll see if this is a team that's going to be able to do that. They water the turf. Yeah, the Texans were out there actually. I saw them myself. They were spreading water on the turf to really make sure that they had the advantage. But it's affected everyone. It's affected the Texans and Colts likewise. I think this is going to be an adjustment. Not quite sure what the answer is. This is the same helix turf that's in LA, but obviously a different climate over in LA. So we'll have to see. Everyone changes the surface of the field, cause injuries, but Colts should know the field by now. Agreed. They had 2 home games in the preseason, plus as many times as they needed to practice on that. So Kurt Jeffers might be psychic. Feel like a pick six or a scoop fumble to happen. It's a new field. Agreed. Colts are still in it though. I mean, this is it's 12-7. This isn't like a blowout. Colts defense has played pretty well. Jags over Dolphins by 14. That's kind of crazy. Titans over the Bears by 17 right now. Second quarter, 3 minutes left. Will Levis with 1 touchdown. He's 9-15. Tony Pollard looks good. Calvin Ridley looks fine. Yeah, it doesn't look like Will Levis is having like a dream game. 4 of 9 for 21 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions right now. Just looks like they're being carried right now by their running backs. Tony Pollard with 1 touchdown. Where is the other touchdown? Nick Folk with 1 field goal and 1 extra point. Where's the other touchdown on the Titans game? Can't seem to find it. Or was it a Will Levis touchdown? Yeah, not seeing it. We'll have to keep an eye around the league. Maybe if we had a QB, we have some faith. Honestly, Colts should know the field. We're supposed to do the Bears by beating by Mayo, man. Surprised we're going to beat. No, the Bears. The Bears can have all the thing in the world. It's the Bears. It's the goddamn Bears. They're just not going to be a team that's going to be relevant. I think even still with all the all the things they made. MVP Patrick Mahomes, the same number of passes in the preseason. We have just one. Just you throwing about faith. We will see 2nd and 2 now. 2 minutes left in the half. Single back coverage. Dalton Schultz goes in motions. 3 wide receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. Ball is snapped. Mixon gets the first down and more up to the 30-yard line. Man, this run defense really just isn't good. It looks like they're really just prepping for the pass every single time. Juju Brent's in there with the tackle. But they haven't been able to stop the run as well as you would think. Looks like the Colts are just so this offensive line is not doing a good job. Who's Andy? Oh, okay, I see. Okay. All right, I see. All right, 8 rushes, 51 yards now for Joe Mixon. 12-7 Texans. Mixon gets the ball again. Man, stumbles ahead for 5 yards up to the 34-yard line. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Looks like they're just going to run this ball down to the end of the quarter. Looks like they're down to 1 minute and 10 already. Second and 6. Mixon comes out of the game. Thank God. Mixon is not destroying. I don't think Mixon is destroying by any means. I think they're just so focused on the pass and trying to make sure. Colts get decent pressure. Ball comes out. Caught. by Nico Collins there for a first down. The Colts are I'm figuring it out. I'm seeing now what the Colts are doing. The Colts are just playing basically no big plays. So they're letting them nickel and dime it down the field. Up tempo now, shotgun formation, single back set, 30 seconds left. Stroud gets the ball, comes back, and good coverage there by EJ Speed. No, Zaire Franklin. No, it is EJ Speed. Excuse me. EJ Speed there with the coverage, completion, but immediately stopped. Clock is stopped at 28 seconds in the second quarter. Houston Texans take a time out. Got to stay on his feet. Colts playing soft coverage. Yeah, that's what I was noticing there. I was wondering, man, well, why is Mixon just running free? He's not running free. The Colts are just running soft coverage because they're just basically playing no big plays here at the end of the. Here at the end, it's 12-7. Texans up over the Colts. They have 2 field goals and a touchdown. Colts have 1 massive play, and then have kind of been nickel and diming it down the field. Just to no avail. Obviously, the tough interception to end the last. Granson slipped and fell on the new turf. Yeah, don't want a touchdown. Agreed. Cami Fairbairn's warming up on the sidelines. It looks like they're really not trying for a touchdown. Looks like they're really trying for a field goal. Diggs goes in motions, shotgun formation, single running back out. Ball is snapped. Stroud kind of has pressure, and good coverage there by the Colts. They really had one option, and it doesn't. Drifted out. Nick Cross on the coverage there with Jalen Jones. Yeah, Nico Collins normally would make that catch. It wasn't a bad throw, wasn't bad coverage, but just kind of like a little bit of an opening. Nico Collins just doesn't get it in. Jalen Jones kind of gets a hand up there that kind of warrants it. So we'll see. All right, 3rd and 5. Shotgun formation again. 1 single back out. Colts getting some pressure. Nico Collins gets the first down and then continues to kind of fall for another 8 yards. Goodness. Colts need to be more aggressive. So Nico Collins gets the ball, catches the ball. It's now up to the 30-yard line for basically a 20-yard gain. Nico Collins runs a deep route and then, or not a deep route, but just a mid route, and it just kind of falls forward. The secondary is not. It's exactly what we thought it was, but they're not far off. It's not like guys are just running wide open. Stroud's just. This is what we know he's good at. Jalen Jones kind of hobbles a little bit there at the end. Something to keep an eye on. Nico Collins really looking hurt on this one. Timeout. Texans took their last timeout because Nico Collins is hurt. Don't wish that on anyone. Not a bad thing. We'll see. Nico Collins staying in the game. Looks like he's knocking on his helmet. All right. 18 seconds to go. 1st and 10. Texans are out of timeout. They're running shotgun coverage. 1 out deep. Colts are running 3 deep safeties. 3 rushing 3 and then 4 in the middle. Another slant up to the 31-yard line. All right, they're calling it a catch. 7 seconds left. They're going to quickly spike the ball down. So spike with 5 seconds left. So Cami Fairbairn is going to come out at the 32-yard line and try and make a pretty decent. Oh. So Colts are actually challenging. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Booth is challenging. So before the spike, the booth came in and said they were reviewing that Dalton Schultz caught that ball that led it to 5 seconds. Because if he didn't, it's an incomplete pass. So we will see. It's an incomplete pass. So the Texans are actually going to get another play. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 or 2nd and 10. But is going to be, I think, 8 seconds left or maybe 10 seconds left. I'm not quite sure yet. But Dalton Schultz definitely missed that catch. So the ball goes into his hands. And it looked like Colts defense actually had a really good. Yeah. Okay, so the question then is, did he catch it and then it was a football move to the front? And Blackman was on the coverage. Good coverage by Blackman. Schultz got the ball, took a step, and it trying to just determine if he had possession or if he lost possession of the football after making the play. So they have to see if there's undeniable video evidence that indicates that it's not a catch or that it's a fumble or an incompletion. That's the question here. Is it a fumble or an incompletion? And that's going to determine a lot because it's going to change the spot. It's going to change if Cameron Fairbairn has a long field goal or if he's got a much shorter one. All right, here's the call on the field. All right, so the receiver, they're holding up the field. Dalton Schultz caught the ball down by contact at the 31. So all the play stands. So they're going to, looks like they're going to snap the ball again and do another spike, I believe, because they did not get the spike down before the booth challenged. So we will see. It's going to be a running clock. So they might actually run a play here. Oh, no, it's 5 seconds left. Houston Texans offense is still out. Surely they're going to change the game clock here. So review like what we're at right now. The Houston Texans are at 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line. They are pushing. 5 seconds left was before the challenge. So they're going to do a running clock, but they haven't said what this is going to be. So kind of everyone's just standing around with their hands on their hips right now. Okay. So they're trying to figure out what to do now. Okay, so the clock is going to be going 15 seconds. 15 seconds is going to be on the clock with a running clock. Shane Steichen is furious. Oh my gosh. 2nd and 3 with 15 seconds left. Really, Colts got screwed by that. That's unbelievable. All right, so Stroud's going to run another couple plays for sure, which is really stupid. I hate that. Yeah, Shane Steichen's mad. This is a guy who doesn't yell at his players, but he'll yell at a ref. That's for sure. The crazy thing that about CJ Stroud is this coverage isn't terrible. Colts have been within an arm's reach of almost every single play, but the difficult thing is that CJ Stroud is just seeing things. Yeah, Carolina is really bad. I think they're, what is it, 20-0 or is it 17-0? Gosh, that's crazy. Burrow is 10 for 13 for 70 yards, but New England is up 10-0. Jacksonville's up over Miami right now. Tank Bigsby with 4 rushes for 31 yards. The ref is coming out. My apologies for the confusion is what he said. Game clock is being reset to 5 seconds. Shane Steichen made his case. Never before have I seen a ref apologize. I've never seen a ref apologize for his call before. Okay, he's going to make another, like a 5th announcement. Good God. This is the longest 5 seconds in all time. CJ Stroud is still out there for the offense. This is crazy. Colts and Panthers, good game. What? All right, so the ball, running a pistol formation. CJ Stroud out. So they're going to actually run this ball. 3, 2, 1. Clock is running. It doesn't look like they got the ball out. And that's the end of the half. Unbelievable. Wow. That is probably the most surprising, and they did not even get 3 on that. That's unbelievably. The refs have collapsed to peer pressure reported by Destin Adams. That's unbelievable. I cannot believe how that has gone. Man, just absolutely wild ending, and really an ending that helped nothing but the Colts. I mean, that's just kind of crazy. That's what a wild way to end the first half of football. And now, obviously, the Texans are coming out trying to plead their case and trying to see what the heck happened there. The refs really seem to succumb to peer pressure. As reported by Destin Adams, the refs really seem like they succumbed to peer pressure. So, oh, my mic's drifting. D'Amico Ryan's being interviewed there, but we are at halftime now, 12-7. What has been the most surprising thing so far about this team? I mean, I think that I really thought it would be a better, higher scoring first half, but we'll see. Just throw this up here again. Colts 7, Texans 12. I am actively trying to find my Allen wrench so I can lock this mic down because it is drifting. Oh, wait. We're just going to let it drift and then set. There we go. All right. Refs didn't screw up. No points. No 3. Definitely worked out well for the Colts. We are going to take a quick break as we are entering in halftime. The Colts are down 12-7. We will be right back. right, we're back. What's going on, guys? Just clear this. There we go. All right, we are back. Colts 7, Texans 12 at halftime. Cardinals are beating the Bills. Bills might be due for a regression. Reported by John Hendricks on the chat. What's going on, guys? It's Elijah from Sports Talk Indy filling in day for Cody and Derek over on. All right, we're back. Man, we're having some technical difficulties as we start. So, what has been the biggest surprise for you so far in this game? For me, I'm surprised at that crazy play by Anthony Richardson to Alec Pierce. Got my new snacks here, sponsored by Raz Cranberry, LaCroix, Dr. Pepper Zero, and obviously Meyer brand trail mix, because who can afford real brand trail mix? That's actually their pitch. Is who can afford real brand trail mix. So around the league, kind of some surprises. Arizona is beating the Bills, which is kind of a surprise. Not kind of, it actually is a surprise. Josh Allen run on the outside. Looks like he got a touchdown. Yeah, got a touchdown. Bears. I mean, Bears losing to the Titans 17-3 so far. Will Levis with what should be an interception to tight end, but got lucky there. Derek Carr looks good on the Saints. Alvin Kamara, one of the best backs in the league, one of my favorite. Man, Saints, I feel like every time the Saints play, they just have the ability, no matter who they are, it seems like they just have the unique ability to be able to get the ball and have kind of just an unbelievable play. So we will see Minnesota up over the New York Giants. No surprises there. Either have the lead or down by 2 at worst. I agree. Granson definitely had a rough first half, that's for sure, as far as falling. Once again, if you're looking for live coverage of what's happening in the field of Elijah here at halftime, I'm looking for an Allen wrench that will keep my mic from drifting. And so far, that Allen wrench does not exist on my desk. So I'm just here holding the mic, suffering. Maybe my trail mix will hold it. We'll see. Colts need to defend the middle of the field better. Agrees. No argument. There we go. Hey, we're back. We're back with the mic, with our Meyer brand trail mix. Yeah, Anthony Richardson has looked good. They were just talking about, hey, guess what? Found the Allen wrench. For those of you who are really worried about this Allen wrench, I got it. Anthony's shoulder, I'm very curious about that. He did have a wrap on it at the end. I know he's got it in him. Nick Cross looks fantastic. Derek Carr with 2 touchdowns already. Kyler Murray looks good. Man, it's a great week. Great week of football. I mean, this is the matchups here. AR looks good. That interception, obviously, I don't even blame him even a little bit for that. It really just seems like that was, I think we got this, just a guy. We got this. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. We are at halftime. ESPN isn't listing AR as questionable, so good sign. Yes, as of right now, Anthony Richardson is not hurt. It may have just been, honestly, this is an unworked out shoulder that he's not had. It's very possible that this is just a shoulder that he was just putting some ice on or something. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated on everything as far as that goes, but they would definitely be listing him on the injury report if they felt like there was anything worth covering. So, but maybe it means that they run the ball more. That is quite possible. So if you're just coming up, Jack's up by 10. If you're just joining us, I'm Elijah. I'm filling in for Cody and Derek today on the cast today, doing play-by-play of the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Texans are up 12. Colts 7 are up. They have 12. They're not up by 12. Pats beating Bengals is crazy. I'm kind of surprised about that. Carolina is just getting pummeled right now by the Houston Saints. The New Orleans Saints. Goodness, Elijah, get it together. Yeah, Derek Carr. It looks like it's going to be a bounce back season for him, but also Carolina is possibly the worst team in football still. Even though they've had the first round pick or the first overall pick kind of 2 years in a row because they gave it away to Chicago. Robbie Bond, I fundamentally disagree with you on literally everything you said in that last comment. AR is the QB. I think that he's played a really good first half, honestly, especially going almost a year without playing football, and this is only being his 5th career start. So we'll see. We'll see if this is going to be good. Refs did kind of screw the Texans, I'm not going to lie. If this comes down to like 3 points or less and the Colts end up winning this, we're never going to freaking hear the end of it from Houston fans. Goodness, they're going to be whining him. forever they're going to be whining and moaning. So, but we'll see. We are just about. Feel so sorry for Bryce Young. Yeah, I do too. I wish that they had taken C.J. Stroud and that the Houston Texans had Bryce Young. They would not have made any of the offseason acquisitions that they did had they had Bryce Young at quarterback. I think Bryce Young does suck. I don't think he's near who it was. Show the game. I can't show the game because I would get sued by the NFL. I don't want to do that. So copyright reasons says that we can't show any of the game. If the D can get a turnover and we start feeding JT, we got a chance. Agreed. We can get back in this. Agreed. Overthrows. Seriously, a high school quarterback would have hit 18 right in stride. With 6 guys and Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter being 2 of the guys, I don't really think a high school quarterback would have even been in position to make the throw, honestly. So, I mean, they were running an all-out blitz. It was basically an engage 8. So, we'll see. Yeah, the copyright rule says that I can't do anything with the NFL stuff. Honestly, I might get sued by Amazon for this Invincible Funko Pop, but we'll see. Actually, I'm here filling in for Derek and Cody. Excuse me, Derek and Cody today as they're at the game. I'm doing play-by-play coverage, so I wish it was possible too, but I had to pay. I had to pay for YouTube TV to get the game because I'm just out of market. So. We will see. Even when I lived in a little town called Madison, Indiana, a couple years ago, I couldn't watch the Colts game because they were too close to Cincinnati, which was stupid. We were an hour and a half outside of Indy and an hour and 15 minutes outside of Cincinnati, and we were deemed closest. So most of the games are a blowout. I think the Colts are in really good position, honestly. Only down 5. I mean, I think this is a good team. Leatu Latu looks great already in this game. So we will see as this game progresses what changes will be made at halftime, if there's any. The game is on Paramount. Well, looky there. If you're interested, if you have a Paramount Plus subscription, game is apparently on Paramount Plus. Leatu is already agreed. He is already having a tremendous impact on this game. Already getting double teamed, which is just crazy. And obviously we saw Laramie Tunsil already having those 2 massive those massive penalties that influenced really the rest of this game. Big play, or the big thing to talk about, obviously. There we go. Now my mic's tightened. Yeah, I don't want to live in South Texas, just a guy. Doesn't sound fun. Excuse me. So we will continue to give you coverage as it comes. Tried everything. Yeah, this Colts team definitely got bailed out by the refs there at the end, but we'll take it. Roof is open, glass is open. We are coming back from halftime. Drop your halftime predictions in the comment section. Need to run the ball more. Agreed. Jonathan Taylor looked good. Anthony Richardson looked good on design run plays, which is the first time we've seen that. But we are coming back from halftime. It is just about the third quarter, so I'm going to go ahead and update our little score bug. Give a little bit of a, say, third quarter. Yep, looks good. Let's send it. Texans 12, Colts 7, entering the third quarter. Texans get the ball. Rigoberto Sanchez is going to punt or kick the ball off. He's normally punting the ball, so I always say punt the ball. It is a touchback. Ball comes in at the 30-yard line. Interview with Shane Steichen is coming on the field now. Anthony Richardson taking some deep shots. They're talking about that. Yep. Shane Steichen, if you're watching or listening, comes through and says that he's pretty happy with this. Please don't cry this time. When you guys lose, made me feel awkward watching that last time. Listen here. Need to stop the Texans once. We did stop them once. Had a good punt. Oh, Texans get the ball here at the 30-yard line. CJ Stroud. Anthony Richardson no longer has any braces. Single back set. Run the ball to Joe Mixon. Mixon falls for a gain of 0. Maybe a gain of 1. They might call that a second and a long 9. EJ speed looked good. Total yards, Colts aren't too far down. They have 155 total yards, and Texans have 207. Third down conversions, Colts are actually doing better than the Texans there. They have 3 of 6. Texans are 3 of 7. Colts have 82 passing yards. Texans have 129. So Anthony Richardson looks like he's back to comfortable, no longer a brace on that shoulder. Shotgun formation, single back set. Stroud goes on the outside, throws to Stephon Diggs, who's already having an impact, and that is going to be short. They might pull out the chains on this one. Kenny Moore on the coverage. Oh, music off. Thank you. I forgot about that. Yeah. Thank you. Pause. Get that music out of here. Thank you. Codyton. I'm Elijah, filling in for Cody. But yeah, the music is off now. Sorry. Forgot I had that on while we were on halftime. Take a little break. Pressure. Stroud gets away. Oh, interception! Interception by Kenny Moore. Unbelievably. Oh, no, it was Juju Brents with the interception. Great play. Great play by Juju Brents. They're gonna review this on if he's going to be down. Ball was batted at the line of scrimmage. 1 foot. 2 foot. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna see if his toe was down or if it was his entire foot. Unbelievable. Lying about a pick. We need moderators in here. What are you talking about? His toe did come down first, though. Man, I really think that's an interception. Great play. Colts defense got in there and Kwity Paye was there in the pressure. CJ Stroud kind of throws the ball up at the last second. That's going to be a toe tap interception if they call it. I think he's in. New kickoff rules are stupid. All right, here we go. They ruled it out of bounds, so it's an incomplete pass. Man, I really feel like that was out, but whatever. It's fine. Not a pick. Really seems like it should have been. Great play, though, all the way around. Colts defense was just there. 2nd and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts. All right. Gene Steratore confirms it. Whatever. All right. 2nd and 10. Mixon gets the ball. Late jump. He gets 8 yards. Goodness. They were really giving the Texans back because they were like, hey, we're sorry about that last 10-second runoff. But we'll see. So it's 3rd down and 2 already. All right. Colts rushing. No pressure. CJ Stroud has all day to run the ball, but good coverage there and found Tank Dell there at the 40-yard line. CJ Stroud scrambled, goes out. He scrambled almost immediately. Really didn't stay in the pocket very long. The pressure wasn't there. Colts coverage was good, and then Tank Dell breaks off of his run. Kind of gets Juju Brents down. All right. Now 1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Shotgun formation. Stroud has run the ball or thrown the ball quite a bit today. One back in the back, play action pass. Stroud back at the 50-yard line, throws the ball deep. Oh, almost interception by Jalen Jones. Just a really good play by him. Really baited him. Jalen, I mean, that would have been an impossible catch, but great pass breakup. Jalen Jones really kind of closes the gap on Tank Dell, and that's a great play. Really just on the top of the hand by Jalen Jones. Great job. That's 2 bad passes there from CJ Stroud. Would have been really tough to complete that. All right. Shotgun formation, guy in motion. Mixon gets the ball, runs for 5 yards. Man, Mixon's having a game. Mixon is having the game. So that's going to be 3rd down and 5. Zaire Franklin with the play. All right. That's 3rd down and 5. Yeah, I'm trying to CMDSR. I'm trying to get on top of it as best I can. One-man show over here today. So, it is now 3rd down and 5. Great play by the Colts. That is a pass completed down. It's going to be 4th down and 2 at the 37-yard line, I believe. All right. D'Amico Ryans just threw the field goal hands up. So they're going to go for a field goal. They're going to try and make it 15-7. Make it a still 1 possession game, but really a kind of a 2 possession, depending on how the rest of the game goes. You've eaten away 4 minutes of this clock. Kami Fairbairn goes for it. Kami Fairbairn from 50 and 51. What are they going to call this one? It's from the 34-yard line. He's actually going to kick it from like the 40. And he kicks it, and he's good. He's 3 for 3. Kami Fairbairn is really as consistent as they go. So it is now 15-7. Let's update our little banner. So it's now 15-7. Colts are going to get the ball. And here we go. Oh. All right. Colts 7, Texans 15. Colts are going to be on the field here at the first possession of the 3rd quarter. So not a bad drive for the Colts. They got, man, Texans got bailed out really on that Juju Brents interception. It looked like it was very close. Colts almost got a sack and then almost an interception. So we'll see if the Colts can get something going. I think that Jonathan Taylor, he's one that I really hope to see have a better second half than he did the first. Can you add the quarter time on the screen? No, because I would have to update it every single couple seconds, and it's kind of annoying to try and do. So I'll try and say it out loud as far as how much time is left. Jalen Jones looked good. That was a good breakup. It did look as though his toe did come down first. I think it's going to be a bias too. I think that we're going to see toe came down. Some people are going to see heel came down. It depends on what your bias is. So our bias is going to say toe came down. So yeah, no, Dre, I'll try and keep updated on time as best as possible. Try and do a better job of play-by-play as well. Get excited. This is the first time doing this, so excited to help out on Bring the Juice. If you're just joining along, I'm Elijah from Sports Talk Indy, filling in for Cody and Derek today as they're at the game. AP looks good. Yeah, it doesn't look like there was no injuries to report on the offseason on halftime, so we'll see. Toe was down, but the toe heel motion is considered one. Gotcha. Yeah, so the toe did come down first. Definitely seemed, I don't know. I feel like if any part of the foot comes down, then that should be like, if it's heel or toe or whatever, if any part of the foot comes down, it should should be it, but we'll see. AP is good. If the heel comes down out of bounds, doesn't matter. I'm not quite sure. I feel like I've seen it before, but maybe it's kind of like a 3-point basketball. So we'll see. You just tap the toe. That's different. Gotcha. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Thank you for the clarification there. So Kami Fairbairn's going to kick out. It's 10 minutes, 55 seconds left in the 3rd. Houston's up 15. Colts 7. Anthony Gould back to receive. So we will see. Appreciate that. All right, Anthony Gould it's way back in the end zone. He's going to take a touchback. So the Colts are going to get the ball at the 30-yard line. Anthony Richardson comes out. 4 carries for 43 yards for Richardson today. So obviously just a dynamic runner. It doesn't look like the Texans have been as prepared. Yeah, so we'll see. Man, I actually think the play where Anthony Richardson ran for like 30 yards, I definitely think he actually had kind of a ability to throw the ball to Pittman. Anthony Richardson is 6 for 12, 93 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Single back set, shotgun formation. Pittman out left or out right. Give the ball to Taylor. Taylor's up to the 33-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. Texans defense has done a pretty good job of kind of limiting. 11 carries, 32 yards is the play for Jonathan Taylor. Definitely, they're keeping a lid on Jonathan Taylor. I'm also surprised at how much we've seen of Taylor and not any of the other two backs. So Jonathan Taylor also has explosive plays. Another shotgun formation. Taylor the lone back. Anthony Gould goes in motion. Another pass to Taylor. It's going to be, or another throw or run to Taylor. It's going to be up the middle. It's going to be another 5 yards. So it's going to be 37-yard line. Will Anderson on the tackle. Taylor with another gain to 5. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Colts are staying out. They're going up with tempo. They've been doing this quite a bit. So it's 3rd down and 3 for the Indianapolis Colts. They are going in the huddle. Man, offensive line already looks tired for first drive of the third quarter. Not a good look. Shotgun formation. Taylor out left or out right. Adonai Mitchell out right. Pittman and Richardson sacked. Oh my gosh. At the 34-yard line. Daniil Hunter, Fatukowski, excuse me. Man, really just got him from the start. Richardson really took a long time to read the defense and then tried to kind of go forward, had nowhere to run and was down. That sucks. Definitely not how you want to start this drive, and really not what you want to do to your defense to only have like a minute of rest. 4th and 5. Punt for Rigoberto Sanchez. Ball goes deep. Man, just a great punt, and it's going to go down at the 10-yard line. I would say we didn't run probably because of it being a 3rd and 3. So just no guarantees there, especially when he's been getting stuffed a little bit in the middle. So we'll see. Not a great drive by the offense. Definitely disappointing. 3 and out there. But good job by Rigoberto Sanchez to pin them back to the 10. So yeah, we'll see. Standard dropback's not working. Another lame handoff to JT. Can't keep anything going on offense. I think this is got to figure it out. Definitely stinks. I disagree with the statement that JT is washed, though. I think it's a really, really upgraded Texans defense. Definitely a tough play for sure. So we'll see. So I think this Texans defense is very good. They made a lot of acquisitions. Daniil Hunter, obviously, Will Anderson's good. So I think that Colts are in a good position. Derek Stingley, Cammy Lassiter, they got a good defense. Really, really good defense. So I think that this is a team it's just going to be tough to beat. Alshire is very good as well. So we'll see. O-line's not doing great. I would agree to that. Derek and Cody are at the game. They actually got the opportunity to go to the game today. So we are, they actually got a chance to go. So I'm Elijah filling in. I'm from Sports Talk Indy, and then over here today. So we are filling in on the play-by-play over here at Bring the Juice. So we'll see. We have 2 TDs with Flacco right now. I don't think that's the case. I think this Texans defense is very good. And I think that the last play, I would have liked to see a better read by Anthony Richardson, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, 80 has not been great. Anthony Richardson really has not had a lot of time to throw the ball. This offensive line has really been stuffed very quick. So we'll see. Very surprised. Dwight Freeney getting honored before the game. It's not blocking a soul. That's right. Anthony Richardson's not getting a lot of time, and none of these wide receivers are really the type to get immediate release besides Adonai Mitchell, who's been playing more on the X slot than he has been on the actual slot. CJ Stroud, 15-21 for 173 yards. Joe Mixon, 12 rushes for 68 yards. And Nico Collins, 3 receptions for 79 yards. So this is just a really good Texans defense, or offense, excuse me. They're running an I formation, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 fullback, 1 running back. They're tossed to Mixon. Initially gets stuffed, but man, just a good play by Mixon. Gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Joe Mixon, really a good, kind of a good play. Joe Mixon's kind of unique too because he's one of the few running backs you see that doesn't wear gloves. Most everyone in the NFL now wears gloves, but definitely surprising there. So it's going to be 2nd and 8, only gain of 2 there. Man in motion. Dalton Schultz goes out wide. It's ball at the 13-yard line. 8 minutes left in the quarter. Colts get immediate kind of pressure. Flag down. Looks like a hold. Dalton Schultz gets the ball, but it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 regardless. So we'll see what the flag is. We will see what the flag is. For the right now, it's 3rd and 4 with a flag down. All right. Looks like it's going to be a flag on the Colts. But we will see. We're still waiting on the call. 8 minutes, 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They're talking to D'Amico Ryan, so it definitely seems like it's going to be. We will see what this call is. Call is coming in now. Offside. Defense number 94. Gosh dang it, that stinks. From Tyquan Lewis. So that's going to be another 2nd down. You're basically giving them a free. Yeah, he jumped early. Man. So 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 after the penalty. Second down and 2. All right, Joe Mixon on the run. Man, good run by Joe Mixon up to the 25-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down and 10s. Juju Brents and Nick Cross there on the tackle. Man, you hate how many tackles Nick Cross is getting because it means that they're getting past the 1st and 2nd line of defense. All right. Colts run defense has been a big disappointment reported by Destin Adams. So it's going to be a single back coverage, 2 wide receivers, another play action pass. Stroud and bad pass by CJ Stroud. Stroud had a bad pass. It looked like he was under pressure quite a bit there at the start. Colts pressure hasn't been as great in this. Hasn't been great besides the first half, but the Colts pressure hasn't been great this second half so far. 2nd possession now. So 2nd and 10, ball at the 25-yard line of the Texans. Seems like CJ Stroud does better with a dirty pocket than he does with a clean pocket. That is a great coverage by Kenny Moore. Ball was complete to Hutchinson, wide receiver, number 19, for a gain of 3. Kenny Moore's mouth guard got broke on the play, so he's calling for a new one. Completed pass, and then Kenny Moore and Nick Cross there just on a great coverage. So only allowed 3 on that one, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 with 6:51 left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down passing, 5 for 5 for 3 first downs. He's 5 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. So it's 15-7 Texans over the Colts with 6 minutes and 40 left in the 3rd. They're running a very weird formation. I don't think I've ever seen this formation before. It's kind of a pistol, kind of a shotgun. Oh my gosh, immediate pressure. 4 Colts went unblocked to CJ Stroud. Deo with the sack, but Latu, Buckner, EJ Speed, all were there. And just an unbelievable play. That's going to be a 4th down. Great stop by the Colts. Just really unblocked. Deo gets there on the defensive tackle position. So it's Deo and DeForest Buckner there on the sack. DeForest Buckner was coming out of the edge and Deo was coming out of the tackle. So they switched spots there, which is kind of great. So that's going to be awesome. Good job on both those guys. Good call by Gus Bradley. All right, punt from the 18-yard line. Oh my gosh, blocked punt. Colts are getting it at the 5-yard line. Unbelievable. Blocked punt. I don't even see who blocked that initially. Oh my gosh, and that is why we invest in our special teams. 1st and goal, Indianapolis Colts. Unbelievable. Great job. It's a Colts team that blocks punt like nobody's business. Falls down on it. Danbo, yeah, great job. Unbelievable. Good job. All right, 1st and goal. Colts, the first time they've been on a 1st and goal this game. Great job by the Indianapolis Colts on the block punt. So they're going to get the ball at the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, 5 minutes, 43 seconds left. They're running shotgun formation. Ashton Dulin goes in motion. Taylor, the lone back. Taylor gets the ball, goes in. Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor, up the middle. Great job. Colts are going to have the ball, or Colts are going to have a 13-15 lead right now. Great job. They're going to go for 2 to try and tie the game. Great job by the Indianapolis Colts there. Update the score in just a moment. Great run by Taylor. Everyone's saying, who said he's washed? Great play by the Colts defense and a great play by the offense to really punch it in. Run the ball first. All right, this is going to be a 2-point attempt by the Indianapolis Colts. See what formation they're running out of here. All right, shotgun formation. They're running a bunch set. Everyone in the middle. Taylor goes out. All right, they're running a very weird play. Taylor goes on the outside. Oh, he's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. They almost ran like kind of a read option flea flicker kind of play. All right, so it's 15-13. Great touchdown by Taylor. Now only down by 2. Much different ball game now than where we were a few minutes ago. 15-13, 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Great play by the Colts defense and even better play by the Colts offense. Love to see it. Yeah, it feels like a miracle to only be down by 2. Great job. I kind of disagree. It's nothing really changes from going for 2 versus taking the extra point there. Going for 2, going for 2 there ties the game potentially. Going for 1, you're at 14 versus missing the 2, you're at 13. So either way, a field goal is needed to get it up. Kendall, what's the score of that Panthers game right now? I haven't seen the score bug at the bottom show. The Panthers have been so focused on what's going on the field. Great play by the Colts there. Definitely a much different game at 15-13 than we were at 15-7. 37-3 Saints. Unbelievable. That's crazy. 37-3. That is, man, I cannot believe that that's where they're at. That's wild. Let's look at some more scores from around the league while we're on commercial break. 21-6 Vikings over the Giants. Patriots still beating the Bengals. 13-0. Steelers over the Falcons 12-7. Cardinals are now losing to the Bills 24-17. Titans are only a score up over the Bears, 17-10. Dolphins 7, Jaguars 17. That is it for the first slate of games. If you missed it, the Chiefs beat the Ravens 27-20. And the Packers beat the Eagles. The Eagles beat the Packers 34-29. Obviously, the big story there was Jordan Love out with a knee injury. Steelers, how's Justin Fields doing? 12 of 17, 92 yards. That's great. Love to see it. Love to see it. 3rd quarter, how many minutes left? I think there's like roughly 5. Tyrese Halliburton in the stadium today. Tommy Townsend got the punt block for the first time in his career. Yeah, Russell Wilson is not starting today. He had a calf injury, so they gave the ball to Fields. They believed it was a safer bet than trying to run Russell Wilson out. I think they believe Justin Fields is a better long-term answer. So the ball is kicked out, and it's going to be a touchback. So the Texans are going to start the ball at the 30-yard line. Let's see. Notre Dame got dropped to 18, by the way. I don't know. Panthers getting the first pick. But what's the first pick going to be? Are they going to try and go with another quarterback? Are they going to go Schroeder Sanders with the first pick? Unbelievable. I don't know that we have a rivalry with the Ravens. I know there's kind of been beef just because the Colts used to be in Baltimore, did the overnight move and all that fun stuff. But yeah, yeah, Notre Dame being at 18 is kind of a miracle for them. So, all right, single back set, 2 wide receivers out right for CJ Stroud. Looks like they're running Dameon Pierce. Play action pass, immediate pressure. It's supposed to be a designed pressure to Brevin Jordan, but it incomplete pass. CJ Stroud overthrew him by a lot. Block punt for the Titans and Bears. Bears returned that block punt for a touchdown. Did the Panthers give this year's first round pick as well to the Bears? Can anyone fact check that? Panthers go Travis Hunter. I don't know. All right, 2nd and 10, ball from the 30-yard line. They're running 2-back shotgun formation. All right, run to Mixon on the outside. Man, he just explodes on the outside, gets the ball for 13 yards. Nick Cross really saved the touchdown on that one. Really gets Mixon's leg. That's a run for 13 yards up to the 43-yard line. Man, Mixon just explodes. Unbelievable. Good play by the Texans. Nick Cross has done really good at blocking or these tackles. Mixon already has 92 yards with 4 minutes and 51 seconds left. Mixon runs the ball again, gets 5 yards up to the 48-yard line. CJ's starting to feel the pressure. Absolutely. He's been sacked 3 or 4 times. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. Second and 6. The Texans have 118 rushing yards and the Colts have 85. Colts are running what looks to be like a 1 deep safety. So it looks to be a man coverage. Oh, nope, they're going zone. Blitz. Julian Blackmon blitzed, and Nico Collins with the catch for the first down for 11 yards. Where are they going to spot that? I think they're going to spot that at the 44-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts. Zaire's doing all right. No big plays yet to note. Nico Collins really pushed off of Jones there. I'm surprised to see that wasn't a bigger call. Jones and Collins are really getting at it after the plays here. So it's 1st and 10. Houston 15, Colts 13. The Colts are running a 1 deep safety. Julian Blackmon being closer. Bringing in Nico Collins, 2 backs now. Hand the ball off to Nico Collins out of the backfield. Tank Dell, excuse me, up to the 41-yard line. There's a flag down at the field. All right, we'll see what the penalty is here. Penalty on... Oh, it's a holding penalty. I believe on number 20 or on 12. On Nico Collins. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be 2nd down. Or 1st down, excuse me. They're replaying 1st down. It's really been oh man, should have almost been a face mask on Nico Collins there. Grabbed Julian Blackmon down by the face mask. Started so good from the pocket. Agreed there. All right, so it's going to be 1st down and 20 now for the Colts, or for the Texans, excuse me. It's going to be 1 single back. Yeah, running single back formation, 1st and 20. Bunch formation. Mixon gets the ball, explodes on the outside, but only gains 4. It's going to be 59 or 49-yard line. Buckner kind of slow to get up. Don't like to see that. Really want to see that. It's going to be 2nd down and 16, I believe. Yeah, Buckner kind of looked slow to get up on that last one. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Houston's up 15-13. It is a good game so far. Sold out crowd in Indy. Nico Collins is happy about something. I don't know what. It's 2nd and 17. Mixon got 3 yards there. Cincinnati scored in that game. That's good. Instant pressure. They're running a screen pass. Mixon dropped behind the line by DeForest Buckner. Great play by DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart, who stayed on Mixon. Both defensive tackles stayed on Mixon out on the screen pass. That's going to be 3rd down and 18, I believe. Great job. Both guys actually broke out of their blocks and were able to get the screen. Ball is going to be down at the 49-yard line. Great job by DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart. Latu's kind of been quiet, but he's also been double teamed a majority of this game. 3rd and 14, shotgun formation. Man, they're bringing in extra coverage. Immediate pressure. Zaire Franklin on the pressure. Stroud rolling out. He's going to throw the ball. Oh, my God. He threw the ball kind of away, and Nico Collins somehow was there and got the first down. Good God. CJ Stroud, man, that's what do you even do? What do you do on that one? Colts defense was really good on that one. It seemed like the secondary kind of gave up a little bit. Nico Collins drove. Where was Jalen Jones running? Jalen Jones just kind of ran. No, it was Kenny Moore kind of just ran on the other side of the field. Man. Terrible. Yeah, Pay did look to get held there. Nico Collins, 5 receptions for 105 yards. 1st and 10 for the 30 on the 31-yard line. Run to Mixon on the outside. Bounces it. Man, just explodes for 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Yeah, trips himself, honestly, on that one. Mixon having a day. Man, I hate to see this. Jalen Jones, again, another Nick Cross tackle. .21 seconds left in the third. So we're probably going to run one more play before the end of the third quarter. 2nd and 2. This Colts defense just looks tired now. They've gotten pressure on almost every single play, and yet still not really having the success. So it's 2nd and 2 from the 23-yard line. Another I formation, explode run by Mixon. Mixon bounces to the outside, still on his feet, goes to the 13-yard line. It looks like a flag comes down, late flag there towards the end of the tackle. Latu on the tackle. We'll see what the penalty is. Hopefully a holding. Or unnecessary roughness would be good too on sportsmanlike conduct. Let's get 15. CJ Stroud pointing forward as if it's going to be on the Colts. End of the third quarter. See what the flag is. Holding. Defense on number 98. What the heck? Roquan Davis with the hold? Man, unbelievable. End of the third quarter. Houston up 15, Colts 13. Man. So let's update this to say fourth quarter. And we will get that guy showing. Man, I cannot believe Roquan Davis with the hold there. I would love to see a replay on that to see how exactly that was a hold. But we're on commercial break. So definitely not. I mean, the Texans got 3 points that quarter. The Colts got 6 points that quarter. So very low scoring game so far in comparison. Offense scored 7, was gifted 7. Yeah, it could be worse for both teams, I think. Definitely. I'm excited to see the second game between the Colts and the Texans because I definitely feel like it's going to be probably a better game than we're currently getting. Not that it's a bad game, but the Colts offense just really hasn't looked good. Hasn't gotten a lot of time on the field either. Texans have really, really had the ball for a lot longer. So we will see. The hold negates Latu's only contribution. Kind of. He's contributed more than you think. He's been involved in a lot of plays. He gets a lot of the reason that DeForest Buckner has had such a good game is because a lot more attention has been devoted to Laiatu Latu. So we will see. I do think this Colts team is different. AR hasn't looked bad. I don't know where this narrative that AR looks terrible. I think that we I think the Texans, we have to realize the Texans spent a lot more money on a win now kind of deal. Danielle Hunter on a short-term contract. Stephon Diggs still only has a year or 2 years left on his deal. So they got a lot of win now, guys, where the Colts seem to be devoting more attention to building for the future. So I think that this is two teams, both with second-year quarterbacks, but in two very different stages. So we'll see. I don't know that that I would agree that this is even too, we'll see. AR has definitely had a lot more pressure in his face than CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud's been sacked more, but AR has been able to get rid of the ball more, or just get out of it. But we'll see, or just generally incompletions. It is 15-13, start of the fourth quarter. Texans are driving the ball down the field. So we will see. It's going to be a long. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a long season. I think it's going to be better than you think. Hair hasn't looked bad. Just stop targeting Cranston. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at too. All right. First play, first and goal on the 8-yard line. Single back formation, two wide receivers out right, one out left. Handoff goes to Mixon. No, it's a play action pass. Diggs loses a yard on the play, so it was kind of a screen pass to Diggs, an end around screen. So we will see how they mark that. I think it's going to be a second and goal, loss of 1, so it's going to be at the 9-yard line. Colts actually played a pretty decent. All right. Shotgun formation, two wide receivers out left. It's going to be a handoff to Mixon. Good stuff by Grover Stewart, getting the ball, getting him down for a gain of only 1. Third and goal. Tyquan Lewis kind of fell on that one, which stopped the play. So third and goal from the 8-yard line still. Let's see if the Colts rush 3, rush 4. All right. Shotgun formation. Mixon the lone back. Dalton Schultz goes in motion. Looks like the Colts are going to rush 3. Zaire Franklin. Oh, they're rushing 4. Zaire Franklin comes out of cover. Or Tyquan Lewis, excuse me. Kwity Paye breaks his out. CJ Stroud scrambles out on the right. Interception! Interception to Kenny Moore! Unbelievably! Unbelievable. There's a penalty on the play. Please don't be please don't be a roughing the passer. Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Holding defense, number 40. God dang. Hold on, Jalen Jones. You've got to be freaking kidding me. That's 2 interceptions taken away. Jalen Jones holds very clearly. Good night. Kwity Paye gets the pressure. Kenny Moore gets the interception. And yet we're sitting here talking about first and goal. Good night. Kenny Moore honestly did hold as well, but good night. Oh, my goodness. All right. But first and goal on the 4-yard line. Single back formation, bunch formation on the right side. Dalton Schultz goes in motion. Handoff to Mixon. It's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown Mixon. It's going to be 22-13. Good night. They're going to go for 1. Going to make it 22-13. Still going to be a 1-possession game, but man, what an unbelievable break for the Texans. Yeah, this is a rough game. Yeah, Jones on the hold. I can't see what is going wrong for the Colts defense as far as these runs go. They're just getting unbelievable. Still 1-possession game. It's going to be 22-13. Man, this is going to be a man. We'll see. We will see. It definitely seems as though this mantra that the Colts had of "we like our guys we have" is rough. This is not a 9. 22. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It is two-possession game. You're right. 22-13. So it is a two-possession game now. You're right. My math was bad. I did update the scoreboard. 9 points, 2 interceptions overturned. Brutal. Man, unbelievable. Unbelievable break for the Texans. They got bailed out a couple times in that one. Yep, it's a two-possession game. I updated. Thank you. Man, tight game, though. Tight game. Jalen Jones he's had some good plays, but he's also had some rough plays. Not going to lie to you there. So we'll see. Definitely a couple of plays that Kwity Paye was held on there. That third down play there towards the end was getting it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Richardson is 6 for 12 for 93 yards. I think Richardson's definitely getting he's getting bullied out there. So we'll see. This is basically a rookie quarterback. So we'll see if he's going to be able to figure it out towards the end of the fourth quarter. I mean, this is a guy who came back. This is a guy who came back against the Rams, but definitely, man, it was rough. So we'll see. We'll see if they're going to be we're going to be explosive, or if they're going to try and run the ball. It's still a whole quarter left. Still a whole quarter left of football to go. A lot can happen, especially we need is we don't need an explosive play. We need a long drive that's going to give the defense some rest, so they're going to be able to get out there and be able to do it. So let's see what the play is going to be. Joe Mixon. I mean, who would have called that Joe Mixon's having as good of a game as he's having? This is a guy who was good with the Bengals, but definitely not near as explosive as he's been today. 120 rush yards for a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 31 receiving yards and a touchdown as well. So two guys that have been good additions for the Houston Texans. So we're ready on the kickoff. Camby Fairbairn kicks the ball back. It's going to be taken for a touchback for Anthony Gould. So ball at the 30-yard line. I mean, I think that we cannot overstate enough how good this Texans defense is. So we'll see. We will see how this is going to be against other defenses. I mean, this Texans defense good, but I still believe the Colts can pull us out. 13 minutes, 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anthony Richardson has the ball. Is a shotgun formation. Adonai Mitchell goes in motion. Handoff to Taylor Nope. It's a play action. Richardson going deep. Ball to overthrows Adonai Mitchell by just a couple inches. These two have not been able to figure it out yet. Good play, but late flag against the Texans. So it wasn't even an overthrow. It wasn't an overthrow. It looks like it was a pass interference. Illegal contact, defense. Number 4. Where was that at? Illegal contact, Cammy Lassiter. So where was that at in the play? So A.D. Mitchell actually did break him, and it looks like Cammy Lassiter actually slowed him up on a penalty. So that's 4 penalties for the Texans, 3 for the Colts. So this looks like Adonai Mitchell. Yeah, it was. He got held up by Cammy Lassiter. So first down and 10 from the 35-yard line this time. Really, Texans got bailed out there because that could have been a touchdown. That's a throw. Man, really rough throw by Richardson to pass intended for Michael Pittman. Almost could have been an interception again. Man, Richardson looks frazzled out there. 13:30 left in the fourth quarter. Just a bullet throw, and it looks like he looks like Pittman got held. 2nd and 10. Colts have only run 5 offensive plays this half. Texans have run 26 plays. Shotgun formation, single back deep. Jonathan Taylor. Richardson throws the ball again to Pittman to Pittman for a gain of 8. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. All right. So it's 3rd down and 2. Shotgun formation. Jonathan Taylor single back set. Pierce on the left. It's going to be a run to Taylor, and he's going to get the first down at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Alshire on the tackle. It's going to be 46-yard line. And Colts are going to stay out on the field. It looks like they're going to kind of rush up a little bit. Taylor comes out of the game, subs in, I believe, Trey Sermon based on the broadcast. Drew Ogletree is just sitting on the sideline, man. I really want to see him in the game. Jonathan Taylor, 14 rush for 45 yards and a touchdown. Yep, it is Trey Sermon. Ashton Dulin goes in motion. Play action pass. Will Anderson, really great throw. Caught by Ashton Dulin. That ball's down to the 20, down to the 10, down to the 5. He's going to be in for the touchdown. Ashton Dulin, touchdown Colts. Touchdown Colts. Ashton Dulin, great play. Great throw by Anthony Richardson. He found it on that one. Deep crosser. Unbelievable play. This is a 1954-yard touchdown reception. That is 2 explosive plays in a row. Hopefully that at least gives, there's Pat McAfee and Tyrese Halliburton on the game. Is a play action pass. Great coverage. Just a really, really good throw by Anthony Richardson. Could not have thrown that ball anywhere else. Ashton Dulin really scrapes out wide and gets in for the corner of the touchdown. Great touchdown, Colts. This is a brand new ball game at 22-20. Great. Spencer Schrader with an unbelievable kick. Great kick. I mean, I say unbelievable. It's a point after, but it was a high kick, and it was just like, it would have been good from 50 something. So, man, unbelievable throw. That ball could not have been anywhere else. Ball was thrown so hard it bounced off of Ashton Dulin's chest before he could bring it in. And Ashton Dulin with a great play to get the touchdown. That's amazing. Amazing play by Anthony Richardson and Ashton Dulin. So 2 really good. Yeah, Indiana Sports Connection. It does seem as soon as we start to get negative on Anthony Richardson that it does seem that he really shows up. Again, this is a guy who just needs some more experience. So, and we're getting him that. That's what we're doing. So now it is 20-22, much more respectable score for the Colts. I'm kind of jealous of Cody and Derek for being to be able to be at this game. Ashton Dulin had unbelievable catch and run there. And that was so good. Defense, as long as they get a stop. This is a game. This isn't, we're talking as if the Colts haven't been in this. The Colts are still in this. I think that it's just going to take a minute. Great play there for the Indianapolis Colts. Good touchdown. Good touchdown there. Man, just bringing in a whole new ball game. Momentum shift right there. That's still 12 minutes left in the quarter, too. So that is 3 touchdowns now in the day. 2 for Anthony Richardson, 1 for Jonathan Taylor. Ashton Dulin with a touchdown. So as long as the Colts defense get a stop here, this is still a really good game. Great play, man. And just both have been really explosive. We'll see. I think as long as the Colts can stop Joe Mixon and force CJ Stroud to throw it, I think they actually have a chance. And CJ Stroud's not looked as good as he has in the past. Last week 1 win was September 8th of 2013. Today is September 8th, 2024. They got a chance. They're in it. This isn't a lost ball game by any means. By any means at all. 12 minutes left to go. Colts 20, Texans 22 with 12-12 left in the 4th quarter. I'm not over it. I'm not out of this yet. Spencer Schrader. I think I've been calling this wrong. I think Spencer Schrader has been doing the kickoffs and not Rigoberto Sanchez. Anthony Richardson's arm, I mean, we can say that he has actually, I mean, it's just going to take time to develop. I cannot get over how much we're saying that he's like, he's washed or whatever. Um yeah, I mean, this is a guy, I think he's going to be really good. He's not going to come out here and blow the socks off everyone. It's going to take time. It's going to take reps. I think that Anthony Richardson's got it. I mean, that the throws that he's made has been really good. All right. Looks like the Colts are going to rush 5. Single back set for the Texans. Colts get pressure immediately. It's a screen pass to Joe Mixon. It's going to be a first down on the 41-yard line. Zaire Franklin with a great tackle. Kenny Moore with a good play on that as well. So it's going to be first down and 10 on the 41-yard line. Colts got pressure immediately because it was a screen pass, but it wasn't a jailbreak screen, so it was kind of disguised. But yeah, Kenny Moore kind of responsible for that one. Kenny Moore and Zaire Franklin, two staples of this Colts defense. All right, so it's first down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Going with a double running back package, shotgun formation. Hand off to Mixon, but the Colts are there. But man, Mixon just slippery as all get out. Gets 7 yards. Man, the Colts tackling, man, they just cannot get Mixon down. They're there immediately. Yeah, unbelievable. So it's a 7-yard play. It's going to be second down and 3. 11 minutes left. Colts, I mean, yeah. Mixon is not there's no way Mixon's a Hall of Famer. 22 rushes for 126 yards, 5.7 average yards per carry. So, second down and 3, 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in the quarter. So, strong toss out back. It's going to be a double. Tank Dell, man, with a run up to the 35-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts. That was an end around that they end up giving it back to Tank Dell. This is what all season, all offseason, we talked about the Colts defense and how badly they needed to address some of the holes. And they're right there. They're exposing a very young defense. It's a very young defense and a very young offense. And so the blocking's been good for the Texans. They've looked really good. I don't think anyone's, yeah. So 22-20 for the Houston Texans, running an I formation from the 34-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts. Hand off to Pierce now, and he's getting 9 yards. It's the defensive front that's crazy good right now, or that's not making the tackles. Man, it's crazy. No, I'm not talking about the front 7. No, I'm talking about more of the secondary, which is Nick Cross, Julian Blackmon, who has been there the longest of anyone besides Kenny Moore, and then Jalen Jones and Juju Brents. I mean, that's a very young team, especially talking about, even Zaire Franklin's not the oldest. He was drafted in 2018, same draft as Shaquille Leonard. So second down and 1. Single back formation. Dalton Schultz goes in motion. Pierce with the play. He gets up the first down to the 21-yard line. So they're just outside the red zone. I don't know why we can't stop the run. It seems like the Colts have been there. It just seems like they can't seem to make the tackle. So Mixon comes back in the game, unfortunately. $159 yards rushing for the Texans today. It's just unbelievable. This isn't a Colts team that really struggled with the defense. 104 yards this half. Goodness. Shotgun formation. Tank Dell goes out wide. CJ Stroud. They're really running out the clock now. Stroud play action pass. Latu there on the pressure. Gets Tank Dell for a gain of 3. Gain of 3. It's going to be second down and 6 or second down and 7. See where they call it. It's 8 minutes left in the quarter. Second and 4. So only a gain of 6 on that one. Houston's not even breaking a sweat right now. Single back coverage. Dalton Schultz goes in motion again. Colts 4 up front. Handoff. Oh my gosh, the Colts blew that play up on the defense, had almost guys unblocked, and Houston still runs it along the outside and still gets them. Absolutely crazy. Jalen Jones there on the tackle. Oh my gosh. Nico Collins makes a great block. Yeah, I mean, just an unbelievable play by the Texans. Colts had that play blown up, and then Mixon still gets along the outside. Carly's there with the tackle as well. Single back formation, CJ Stroud, Joe Mixon the lone back. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Blitz by the Colts, and Mixon still gets through. Goodness. .3 yards per carry today. This is a Colts defense who is one of the top in the league as far as run defense goes. Anthony Richardson just looks demoralized. All right. No, I don't think we like losing the first game every year. So 2nd and goal from the 3, from the 2. This run, I mean, the Colts pass defense hasn't even been the problem, honestly. Timeout taken by the Texans. 22-20, 6 minutes left to go in the quarter. D'Amico Ryans signaling to his guys, calm down. It's all good. Calm down. It's all good. So 6 minutes left to go. Texans have the ball on their own on the Colts 3-yard line. JT, I would argue JT is not trash. I think that I can't imagine that's true. So 6 minutes, 22 seconds left in the quarter is not over by any means. Colts have definitely come back from worse. They've had 2 very explosive plays so far in this game. The missed 2-point conversion really hurt them, definitely. Texans have won 8 straight road division games. Okay, run to Mixon. Man, he stuffed the line, still gets out. Good play by Jalen Jones to tackle him behind the line at the 4-yard line. Tunsil and Jones definitely seem to have a miscommunication there. Great play by Jalen Jones and by the Colts defense. They blew that up from the beginning. I don't think either are true. Colts, I don't think are trash. I mean, they've scored 20 points this game. They've definitely done their fair share. And I also don't know that the Texans, I think Texans, I mean, they might be the real deal. But, all right, 3rd and goal from the 4. Stroud gets the snap, pressure, and he's going to be stopped at the 3. Tried to go out, tried to get it. 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and goal. D'Amico Ryans is going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to go for it. They might be doing a hard count here. There's 5 minutes left in the quarter. All right, CJ Stroud out there. Looks like they're going to run a shotgun formation. 4th and goal from the 2. 2 wide receivers out left. CJ Stroud changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Stroud throws the ball. It's going to be caught for a touchdown to Stephon Diggs. So Stroud goes out on the end around and gets Stephon Diggs for a touchdown. Wasn't bad coverage, but it's just kind of they left him with no other option. So it's going to be 29-20, depending on Nick Cross was just kind of didn't really have the right spot on that. So we'll see. definitely seems to be the nail in the coffin or the dagger in the chest, but bigger things have happened for the Indianapolis Colts. 7 minutes and 30 seconds eaten up on that drive by the Houston Texans. So it's 29-20 for the Houston Texans. 29-20 on that fourth down play. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns in his debut. I mean, this is still, and laugh all you want, but this is still a Colts team that I have faith in. I mean, this is the first game of the season. This is we're seeing Anthony Richardson complete a game for the second time in his career. Like, let's count the positives here. I don't think any of us expected the Colts to be the Super Bowl contender this year, although weirder things have happened. But this is a game where the Colts have had a lot of highs. I think that you put them against any other team right now that they place in the schedule, it's more tough than I think you think. And this is a team, again, the first game of the season. They didn't play their starters a lot in the preseason. Still missing Josh Downs. So I think that this is I think it's important to be positive. The game's not over either. Weirder things have happened. They've had a couple tough penalties and a couple tough situations. They've had 2 interceptions called back. They had Kylan Granson slip, give the Texans the ball back. So we will see. Definitely not what you wanted to see out of the Colts defense for sure. But definitely don't think this game is over, and I don't think this season's over by any means. This is the first game of the season. So Dre, continue to be the source of positivity here, our resident Texans fan. For some reason, streaming a Colts stream, because I guess you guys don't have any YouTube creators over there worth watching. So we will see. I definitely think that a lot of the blame has to be on the tackling. This tackling has not been near what it should have been. But Colts defensive line has looked pretty good in the past. They've gotten pressure on a majority of plays. Just as the defense or the defensive back 7 have not been good. So we'll see. I believe there's 4 minutes left in the quarter. 4 minutes left in the quarter. It is 29-20. Yep, 4 minutes, 42 seconds left in the game. It's going to be tough to beat this Texans team. Anyone can be tough to beat this Texans team. So it's 23 of 31 for 222 yards and 2 touchdowns. What should have been 2 interceptions for CJ Stroud as well. But here we are. Stephon Diggs has not looked as explosive as we thought, but yeah, Destin Adams just reporting on Twitter that the Colts are already submitting a defensive first-round pick in 2025 to try and bolster this. Houston kicks the ball. It's at the 10. Anthony Gould runs it out up at the 30, 32, 33-yard line. Anthony Gould runs out of bounds for the 33-yard line. It definitely seems like the 3 hits that he's taken that have been like really right in the chest have influenced his decision to take it out of bounds and call a little bit more. So yeah, Dallas Flowers being hurt is not helping anything. Samuel Womack hasn't made an appearance in anything but special teams. The Colts obviously had that really big special teams blocked punt. Colts have all 3 timeouts left. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left. Anthony Richardson in the shotgun. Jonathan Taylor single back set. Ashton Dulin goes in motion. Play action to Taylor. Deep play to Mitchell, and Mitchell, man, just wasn't in position. Anthony Richardson and Mitchell, they're going to be good, but it definitely seems as though Richardson looking at his right hand, threw the ball and it hit someone's helmet. Oh, you hate to see that. That's how Matthew Stafford broke a finger last year. Danielle Hunter. Yeah, so that wasn't even an overthrow. It was we will see. That was definitely a hard hit. It looks like he threw the ball and it hit. Man, he got hit as he threw again. Danielle Hunter in both times. Richardson looks to be a little not feeling great. Looks like he's holding on to that hand. Oh, Danielle Hunter got his hand as he was throwing the ball. Danielle Hunter influencing 2 straight plays. So it's 3rd down and 10. 4 minutes, 26 seconds out left of the game. Danielle Hunter, man, you got to devote more attention to him, in my opinion. Richardson still in the game, obviously not hurt. They got hit twice. Flag comes out. False start. Dang it. Anthony Richardson false start. I don't think I've seen a quarterback get called for a false start in a long time. That's very rare. Well, I don't know how he triggered a false start there. Quarterback usually gets the opportunity to do whatever he wants. Looks like he was hard counting, but for some reason they called it for a false start. That's weird. Anthony Richardson doesn't like something on his hand right now. After that play where he got hit, where he hit Danielle Hunter, 3rd and 15. Good time. Throws the ball deep. Pierce is down. It's going to be caught by Pierce at the 15-yard line. Anthony Pierce with an unbelievable catch. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left. Anthony Richardson obviously fine. He's fine. This looks great. Alec Pierce has had 2 unbelievable plays. Pierce blown through Jimmy Ward and just really boxing him out and coming down with the ball. Mossed him. 3 receptions for 125 yards. Richardson gets the ball, runs out of the pocket, gets 5, gets 10, down to the 5-yard line, takes a huge hit, but runs out of bounds at the 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5. Townsend's getting mad at seeing a helmet-to-helmet hit. Great play by Anthony Richardson down at the 5. Stop saying Anthony Richardson's bad. This is so stupid. Titans are losing now, which is good to hear for us. Yeah, that's a helmet-to-helmet hit by Jalen Petrie. That unbelievable. Unbelievable they didn't call that, and it's unnecessary roughness. All right. Play clock down to 2. They're going to have to take a timeout. Colts are going to take a timeout. Unbelievable they didn't call that. Okay, they're not going to call a timeout. The runner was down in bounds, so even more evidence that they really should have really called that helmet-to-helmet hit. So they're going to reset the game clock. So it's going to be down to 24 seconds, 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Anthony Richardson had completions of 60, 57, and 54 yards today. That's the explosion that you just haven't seen in this Colts offense in a long time. Shotgun formation. Jonathan Taylor is single back wide. 3 on the outside. Ball snapped. Anthony Richardson up. Ball gets batted at the line of scrimmage by Tua Toa. Had his hand on it. Really just stuck it up. Anthony Richardson was trying to kind of float it over. Really a congested throw. He's trying to get it to Mo Alley Cox. All right. So 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Ball is snapped. Taylor goes out wide. Ball is snapped. Handoff to Taylor. Up the middle. Gets 3, gets 4, gets 5, down to the 1-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. No huddle. It's going to be the 1.5-yard line, if that matters. 3rd and goal. Jonathan Taylor goes on the other side. Ball is snapped, given to Taylor, and it's stuffed at the 4. Jonathan Taylor's tackled behind the line. It's a 2-score game. He's going to keep the offense out there, which is kind of wild to see. Anthony Richardson, man, just doesn't like something on his hand since that hit with Danielle Hunter. I don't think anything's broken. He's clearly had some good passes since then. But we will have to see. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. Colts down 2 possessions, 9. This is the 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line. This is going to determine so much. Shane Steichen must like something that he sees. Play clock at 3. Richardson, he's going to take the ball. He's going to go. He's going to get it. And it's going to power his way into a touchdown. Unbelievable play by Anthony Richardson to truck his way in for a touchdown. And he is hype. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. This is going to be a 27-29 game. Unbelievable. Colts are going to they're going to go for one, so it's going to be a 27-29 pending something crazy happening. Unbelievable. So Anthony Richardson now has 3 touchdowns on the day. 4 rushes, 4 passes, 68 yards in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So they ate way too much time, but they still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Schrader kicks the extra point, looks great. I mean, Spencer Schrader, I think that there has to be real conversation about him being on this offense when Matt Gay comes back. Anthony Richardson just got it done that drive. Looked really, really good. Great throw to Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce came down with it. Over top Jimmy Ward. This is the second time those two have been involved. Great play. And then Anthony Richardson, just a couple of really good runs. And he looks like when he goes down, like when he trucks, he looks like he's trucking different too. Like that's a big deal. I don't think that can be stressed enough. We have to get a stop here. Okay, it's going to be 27-29. His 5th career rushing touchdown. He's getting a lot of conversation from Shane Steichen, a lot of dabs up. Him and Sam Ehlinger are sitting there. He just looks focused, looks just poised. He's had 212 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 56 rushing yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. That's a great. That's what we want to see. Anthony Richardson's going to figure it out, guys. I mean, this is a great. Tyrese Halliburton and Pat McAfee are currently getting this crowd hype. Down by 2. So not going to go for an onside kick. They're going to trust their defense, which is a big risk right now. And it's going to be a touchback. So they're going to get it down to the 30. Yeah, AR's not a bust. Get out of here with that. It's a great job by this Colts offense. 27 points on this Texans defense is nothing to flaunt. I mean, that's great. It's a great game. So it's Colts 27, Texans 29. Just 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. 1st and 10. Anthony Richardson's he just doesn't really like what's going on with his hand. He got that knuckle hit on Daniil Hunter's helmet, but he's staying in the game. He's pushing through it. Colts still have 104 rushing yards, so nothing bad. They're going to run it. It's I formation. Dalton Schultz goes in motion. Colts 8 guys up front. Mixon, they finally figured that out. Stopped him for 1. Shane Steichen calls a timeout, so it's 2 minutes and 9 seconds left remaining in the game. Mixon with a run of 1 yard, right on the outside. Indy has all 3 timeouts, or had all 3 timeouts, just burned 1. So they have 2 timeouts left with 2 minutes and 9 seconds, and they have the 2-minute warning. So as long as they make a stop here, I mean, you're talking about a very potentially a really good. So. All right. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. 2 minutes or 2 timeouts remaining for both teams. 2nd and 10. So they didn't even give him 1 yard on that call. Great. All right. Colts have like 8 guys up front. Jalen Carley's is in the game, which is great to see. Shotgun formation, 2 backs. They're going to give the ball to Mixon. Mixon's going to get stuffed at the line and only get a gain of 3. He fell forward for 3. It's going to be 3rd down with that's the 2-minute warning. Big 3rd down coming. It's going to be 3rd down and 7, I believe. Maybe 3rd down and 6 and a hair because of that 2nd and 10. So we'll see if surely they're going to try and run the ball. I can't imagine they're going to try and throw the ball here. They're going to try and eat this much clock or at least make the Colts burn a timeout. Unbelievable game so far. Colts within a possession. I mean, this is not the blowout that everyone was saying, but it's definitely Colts defense has got to improve a little bit. But the offense has done a really good job of staying in this game. Anthony Richardson has looked really, really good. Honestly, he's had some mistakes that you would expect from a rookie quarterback, but I would still take him above almost any other quarterback in his draft class for sure. Kind of keeping an eye on around the NFL. Saints are up 47-10 over the Panthers. Surely they've put Spencer Rattler in. Bears are now up over the Titans with 2 minutes left. That's good to see for Colts fans. And Jaguars and Dolphins are tied. Patriots have beaten the Bengals 16-10 behind Jacoby Brissett as quarterback. And the Vikings are up 28-6 over the Giants. Steelers up 15-10 over the Falcons, which is kind of a surprise. Justin Fields looking like he's having a day, 17 of 23. Kirk Cousins with 2 interceptions on the day. So surprising to say the least that the Falcons are maybe not the Super Bowl contenders that everyone thought, or the Steelers are just that good. They have a good defense. Justin Fields looks good on offense. So we'll see. We will see. But we'll come back from the 2-minute warning here in just a moment. Play action bootleg. Book it. All right, we'll mark it down. Yeah, we're not losing to we're looking to a team that's heavily considered to be in the deep playoff contention, potentially a Super Bowl contending team. We're losing by 2. I don't think there's any reason to start throwing the panic button or start calling for people's heads. Colts run defense hasn't looked great, but I mean their pass defense has looked significantly better than it has historically. Again, this is a Texans team that had explosive play after explosive play. So it's 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Texans 29, Colts 27. Colts are putting 8 guys up front. Kenny Moore goes out. Leatu Latu playing kind of a linebacker, and they got him. The Colts got him on a false start. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 now. False start, so they didn't even burn a play. They lost 5 yards. That is the 3rd false start. That is on Kenyon Green. So the guy right next to, and it's actually still the guy that Leatu Latu was pushing. They were moving around quite a bit, and oh my gosh, not even close. Not even a flinch. He fully went into block against Leatu Latu. It's a big false start penalty, so it's 3rd down and 11. Colts running 2 safeties out deep. Looks like they're running a form of cover 3. Leatu Latu playing kind of a linebacker, and then he's going up to the line, backing up, going up to the line, backing up, and he's running. Stroud under pressure, fires deep, and incomplete, right? What are they going to call? They're going to call it a catch. They're going to call it a catch at the line. Unbelievable catch. There's no freaking way. Jones had incredible coverage. And it looks like it's going to be 4th down and potentially inches. Jones literally was attached to him. It was great coverage. But Nico Collins with a great catch along the sidelines. Unbelievable play by CJ Stroud. The previous play is under review, so it only burned 4 seconds. Jones did get a hand on it. I mean, that's as good as you can ask for any cornerback. I don't know. There's a knee and a foot, but it's not on the same side. I don't know that that's going to be a catch. That might actually be. Man, that is unbelievable. What a catch. Hate to see that. But, I mean, they might call that back depending on where that knee is down. And, yeah, the ball does appear to be moving a little bit, so we'll see. All right, so the announcers are calling this a catch. They're calling it a clean catch. Tight to his chest. There's no movement possession. It's going to be toe and knee. It's going to depend on if the toe was down before possession was made. Jones' defense there was unbelievable. It was good. It was really, really good. Jalen's Jones. So if he does get the catch, it's going to be a 1st down. Looks like that might be ball game. It is going to be a catch. One knee. He says 1 knee equals 2 feet. So bird in the hand, 2 in the foot, 1 knee, 2 feet. So yeah, it's going to be a running clock because he's down in bounds. So the Colts are either going to have to burn a timeout here, or they're going to have to take it. Unbelievable play by CJ Stroud and Nico Collins. No complaints here about the Colts defense on that play. There's literally nothing you can do. There is maybe 3 quarterbacks in this league that can make that throw, and CJ Stroud is apparently now one of them. Today, Nico Collins has 116 yards on the Colts. Last season, he had 341 in 2 games. So just absolutely unbelievable. So the clock is stopped. They do not have to use a timeout. So they have 2 timeouts remaining. 1:56 left. They're going to go I formation. Colts have 7 guys up front. Run to Mixon. And he's going to get stopped for a gain of 5 at the 45-yard line. It's going to be second down. Shane Steichen's going to call another timeout. It's going to be 1 timeout remaining. 1:52 left. It's the 1:52. So 1:52. It's going to be 2nd and 6. A gain of 4 there for Joe Mixon on an I formation play. Definitely seems like the energy has left the stadium after that catch by Nico Collins. So the Texans are going to, just kind of crazy. Crazy play by Nico Collins and CJ Stroud. So they're coming up to the line. It's going to be single back formation, or I formation, excuse me. Dalton Schultz playing the fullback position. Joe Mixon is going to get the handoff when he comes. And Mixon gets 3 yards. So it's going to be final timeout. 1:48. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. So it looks like everyone else is also going to be losing in the division, aside from the Houston Texans, obviously. The Bears are going to lose, or the Titans are going to lose to the Bears. It looks like the Jags are going to lose as well to Miami, which is good to see. So we will have to see. So it's 3rd down and 3. 1:48 left in the game. Joe Mixon has 150 yards, while Indianapolis has 104 yards rushing today. So 3rd down and 3. 1:48 left. 29-27 on the Houston Texans with the play. Houston has converted all 3 3rd down conversions of 3 yards or less today. It's going to be I formation. Dalton Schultz as the fullback. Joe Mixon as the running back. Hey, going to be a toss to Joe Mixon. He's going to get the 1st down and more. He's going to go down at the 41-yard line. That is likely going to be the game. The curse is going to be, curse is probably going to continue, as the Colts have not won a season opener in now 11 years, since 2013 with Andrew Luck against the Oakland Raiders. They won that game 27-20. They scored 27 again today, but could not hold the Houston Texans to under 29 points. Clock continues to run. Colts are out of timeouts. It's going to be 1st down and 10 on the 41-yard line. Definitely seems as though ball game is going to be over. But as far as showings go, I think Anthony Richardson showed exactly why the Indianapolis Colts drafted him. He looks fantastic today. Had some mistakes, honestly, but from what we saw, definitely looked good. Jonathan Taylor, only 48 rushing yards. Texans really stuffed him up, but they have a well-improved defense. And obviously their offense. They spent so much time and money. Texans actually called a timeout just now with 1 minute left to play. So it does look like with 2 QB kneels, this game is going to be over. But we will see how the rest of the season goes. I have faith in this Colts team. I have faith in what they're going to be able to do. Chicago beat Tennessee. Miami beat Jacksonville. Pittsburgh beat Atlanta. New England beat the Bengals. And with a QB kneel, this game is going to be over. But AR was 9 for 19. So obviously, I think you look at the positives here. I think AR had some really good throws, but he had to throw the ball away quite often. So key here is to be positive. Texans are going to win the game. It's going to be final. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And you on the next one, we'll see Cody and Derek back on the stream. But for today, it's been Elijah from Sports Talk Indy, and we will see you on the next one.